it's saying offline. Oh,
wait.
We got it.
There would it go! I don't know what happened. Like 3 times I hit go live and it was like fighting me. So, you know, typical slobs stuff.
Yeah.
Slavic.
Hey, Set Monkey 13, Lord 4th. Good to see you guys already. Early entrance into the game tonight. It's going to be so much fun, or death, or deadly. Some of that, whatever it is.
Let's not do that.
For the not death.
Well,
you've got 6 different characters ready to take.
Well, especially as like sassy
I want
as.
to use them. I just have them.
Hey, Myomorph. No, but you are so sassy with Burn, one of the legendary characters of Greyhawk. Who knows what level sorcerer.
I'm just saying, Millie doesn't care who you are.
I know.
With Lilith, she doesn't care who you are.
I know. I said like, there's no hate, but there's danger. That's all I'm saying. It's like,
Character with
So
low wisdom, y'all.
cute.
Character with low wisdom.
I love that.
It's for our Saturday game.
oh.
What's the simple thing on the crest?
It's a snake and a sword.
Slytherin must be.
Must be.
Slytherin.
It can be
Also,
someone
what
else.
Slytherin,
Super
honestly.
cool skull I picked up.
Where's the body?
You don't want to know.
I have a lot of work to do on my camera after this stream. Holy cow, it just does not want to behave tonight.
Hello, Wiley-Bot.
Have you tried kicking it?
I thought about
Wiley
it. but then I
Hobbit
have
is
my
a great new
camera.
follower. Pat Draws. Oh my gosh, Pat. Okay, so I want all of our viewers to know I don't catch everything in the chat during the games, but I do go back and watch them after. And you guys blow me away. There is so much hilarious stuff in chat. Killrag, that is Rory's son. Skylar, yeah, thank you, Killrag, for being with us. Mousetrap, Honeybee Crafter is one of our most prolific new followers. She has been all over the stream the last couple of weeks, and thank you so much. And yes, I blame it all on the old guy. Mystical Unicorn, my flower, which I meant follower, but I said flower, and now she is my flower. And all of you, Gimbal, yes, sneak in the puns. All right, let's watch our sponsor videos, and we're going to be live momentarily. So first of all, we're going to run our Greyhawk map video, and this is GHA Awakening map video courtesy of Anna B. Meyer, who is awesome. Hey, Owly B. Okay, Mousetrap, I didn't realize that Honeybee was courtesy of Mystical Unicorn, which is that's awesome, thank you. All of which is courtesy of Vivi.
I was gonna do that mute thing on my mic. I'm messing it up already. I was like pushing down. Oh no, I'm mute. I did show you guys that.
The what?
What?
Okay, so I was talking to John from Dragon Crafting Guild.
I know.
It's amazing.
If you already have it, do you have it?
No, but he showed me a picture of it.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I know what he's sending you. It's incredible.
Yeah. Like incredible doesn't even.
No. So you have a picture?
Okay, yeah. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna put it in our group here. On
Is it the one
Discord.
with like the little Charizard head in the center?
No.
No, you have no idea.
I have no idea.
I like die.
You have no idea. Think of a Vivi special, something
I was
just
thinking a
for
horse.
her.
Oh!
I was thinking like a horse head in the center.
Is it a beholder?
Oh!
I just
What
put
else
it in
would
the
it be
Discord.
for her? Yes, it is awesome.
It is freaking insane.
Yeah, like you have no. We got. That's gonna be giveaways. We've got new stuff coming. They're gonna be giveaways for our viewers. And Vivi inspired John.
It's gonna be a dude with a lot of like honey and stuff.
Yeah.
Why is a bee holder that?
Where is my Winston?
The stables, buddy.
Oh, whoa.
Isn't that insane? That is the first time he ever sculpted anything ever.
Yeah,
Like,
play
ever.
sculpting. I want you to show that in a minute when we go video live.
That's terrifying.
Can I show it on my phone? Like, would you be able to see it? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, it would work. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
I got my mug, guys.
Oh, let's go! That's a gorgeous mug. Everybody's wondering. All right, so we have to recognize the sponsor we were just discussing. That is
Yes,
John of Dragon Crafting Guild. He is not only amazing, he's our first sponsor ever. He trusted us with his product when we had probably 30 followers. We were just like a fledgling little stream, fluttering in the grass, barely able to flap our wings. And he said, yes, I believe in you, and that is Dragon Crafting Guild. Not 20s, except not really. And then, of course, we have Mantic Games, makers of Terrain Crate. Their stuff is coming very soon. We have Atlas Minis. Atlas is so good. All the minis here that we have that are for the PCs are painted by Atlas, and he's been fantastic. And then, of course, our newest sponsor, Cozy Gamer, makers of really, really cool dice, and all the stuff for their channels is popping up in the chat right now. So make sure you check them out. If you, help them and really support them, it helps us as a channel as well. So Cozy Gamer, here we go.
I really want to write a script for this.
So please jump in, buy something from Cozy Gamer. Her dice are awesome. She's got new fonts, new things that she's posted, and also a really good person. So I like supporting good people. And then, of course, Frederica Draws. I think her stuff's already in the chat. Frederica does all of the artwork for all of our PCs, and we are ready to go live. So you are not just, this song is peppy, that's right. So here we go. We are live, and everybody can see you. Are you ready to be seen? Thank you for the host, Wily Hobbit.
Oh no.
All right, so couple things we're gonna do. We actually have someone who's leveled up.
Yeah.
I didn't send out XP to everybody because the XP that came from the last session was not enough for everyone to level up. But there's one PC that was ready to level up, and he got that notice today. So we'll do that in a second. But let's start with a player introduction and then also what happened last time. So let's start with. Oh, wait. I've forgotten a couple of weeks in a row, and my bad. We have to have Monster Monday.
Okay.
So Josh, give us Monster Monday.
He's getting it ready. Hang on.
I totally got it right
Always
here.
prepared. Ready.
Always.
Always prepared.
All right. So this Monster Monday is got words across 4 languages, and I'll school you in each of them. So break the books and open the page as you bring on these fires that rage. Fires showing vulnerability. If you bring twigs of flame, I'm gonna take aim. You try and start a smolder, get ready to catch this boulder. You come in my force looking so sure, but you better get a little bolder, cause I'm the bird holder. I'm the force shoulders. Get ready to get wrecked if you're in a structure. These limbs are swinging like a siege monster. monster. Looks like I lost you. As I stay still, I could be an imposter. So be very, very quiet. I'm preparing for a fight, making it too easy to hunt these little knights. 2 hits are what I got, but that's all it really takes. A little bit of chaotic, so your skull is what I'll break.
Woo! So can you guess the monster? It's Monster Tuesday. He posts these on his Instagram on Monster Monday. That's NPC Voices. And also tell us a little bit, Josh, about your own D&D stream, where they can find that, all your social creds.
So, most of my social creds are going to be on Twitter or Instagram at NPC Voices. But this Saturday, with our very own Vivi, we will be having a game for Humblewood, the 5e kind of what's the word for it? Mechanic game that's all with animals and birds that are pretty much warlocks, mages, knights, and everything. It's supposed to be a really cute game, and I've been preparing way too much for it.
I'm sorry, you say cute?
Yes.
So
Okay.
cute that I am a mouse barbarian.
Give me a second.
Oh!
Give me a second.
Oh, that is so cute!
Yeah, see? That's what I was saying. I told you.
Well, all right, so anyone have a guess on the monster for Monster Monday?
Let's see.
We're looking in the chat. Fire Giant from Lord Forth. Hey, Roger, good to see you. Congrats on the win.
Aw. Phantom said broken skulls were so Sunday.
Oh, that's
Yikes.
so
Too soon,
true.
Too soon.
Too soon. It is a bit too soon. Rip Solomon took a club to the face and got his skull crushed by an ogre. Hey, Extort. Any of the guesses on the monster? I don't think anybody's got it.
The creature was a treant.
A treant. Okay, so guess what I have right here?
Oh no. Yay.
Yay.
Treant.
So
Why do you have that so close?
I know, like really.
Why is that so nearby, John?
I know, because it could be tonight. No, no, okay. All right. So let's go ahead and go through each of the PCs. I want you to give an introduction, but for that, we're going to do what happened last time. And of course, we have our resident lore keeper. By the way, Josh, you're going to do a summary video for us here pretty quick, right? Yep. Okay. So, Milith, Lilith, Evelyn, Irda, all of it, what you are. Tell us what happened last time.
Yay!
Milith! Hey, Robert, good to see you. Steve, yes, the lumberjack, and he's okay.
No.
Treebeard!
Previously, we started off last time with Brim bursting through the door of the welcome winch on his way to fight Three Trees, the half-orc, who had challenged him to a fight, and Shorewin as well. But the battle came down to Brim and Three Trees in the street of Hamlet. And the townsfolk had surrounded them, and the fight began. And they both traded blows back and forth. They were unarmed, but not unarmored. And as the fight went on, Three Trees got a couple of good looks in, but Brim was the victor. But Brim's rage in the moment carried him through to the point of smashing in the skull of an unconscious Three Trees and killing him instantly.
An unconscious and helpless Three Trees.
Yes. And Shorewin made efforts to stop Brim, but he could not get there fast enough. Lilith realized partway through the fight that Millie was missing. She was nowhere to be found. Lilith then went upstairs back into the inn to see if she could figure out what had happened to Millie, and heard Millie snoring through the door, so she figured Millie was probably okay for the time being and let her sleep. Then, after the fight was over, Brim immediately picked up the dead Three Trees, begging for Ashrin's aid, but she could do nothing. So he decided to take him to the Chapel of St. Cuthbert in Hamlet to see about getting the man a proper burial, with Shorewin, Ashrin, and Lilith all tagging behind, leaving sleeping Millie in the inn. Millie awoke a little while later and found the inn mysteriously quiet. Townsfolk now dispersed and a little more frightened of Brim again than they had been in the past few days. And so as the group, sans Millie, continued on, Millie came downstairs, talked to Ostler, who had let her know what had transpired, and then she chased after the rest of everybody else. Once they reached the Church of St. Cuthbert, Brim requested from the Canon Calmut aid for this man's burial. And the canon said, "We will deal with the body momentarily, but I need to speak to you first." And he brought Brim into the chapel for confession. Brim sat and shared quite a bit of his backstory and his guilt, and the very reason why he actually has never looked at Shorewin in the eye. And all of that came down to the point where the canon asked him to think about if Brim wanted to be good or evil. That choice was up to him and not up to the gods. And so, at the end of that, Brim went back outside and began to dig the grave for the half-orc, and the canon said that he would not have them have to pay anything for the burial rites. He would do it. And as the rest of the group were sitting and waiting, Millie got a sense that they were being watched, which was a little odd. She couldn't figure out where they were being watched from, and then she thought a moment about the ear. Could that possibly have been enchanted in some manner? And realized that the shield that Shorewin carries was watching them. Immediately, Shorewin tried to toss the shield away after Lilith realized it was unnatural, and he found he could not release it. It was stuck to his hand. Ashrin attempted to remove it from his hand, and she was immediately blown off her feet and cast aflame by whatever curse has been laid upon this shield. Millie, surprisingly, was the one who ran to Ashrin's rescue, carrying her into the church and getting healing for Ashrin from the canon. While Brim and Shorewin continued on to the Tower of Rufus and Byrne to try to get Byrne's aid in removing the shield from Shorewin's hand. Then, once Ashrin was conscious again, Lilith, Ashrin, and Millie regrouped and went together to the tower as well. Shorewin and Brim begged aid from one of the guards outside, and the guard was a little confused, but agreed to allow them in and showed them to Byrne's office. The rest of the group quickly joined them, and in the tower, they spoke to Byrne about what had happened with Halia and Gimbal, and Millie let him know that they had actually found what they had been seeking. He then chastised Lilith for not knowing that Halia was part of the Dark Brotherhood.
The Silver Chains! Did you all recognize them?
Millie took great offense to him chastising Lilith, which she let him know because she's not one to mince words. And he immediately silenced her. And she was going to be heard whether...
Now, when you say silence, if people missed last week, when you say silence, that could be like a shush mouth, like what?
No, silence with magic. Magically silenced her. She still made her feelings known, quite obviously. And then Shorewin went to pull his blade, but Byrne stopped him and spoke to Byrne for the first time in any of the encounters. Brim explained that Byrne had told them that they could take any of the treasure that they had found, and Byrne kind of misses the point where this is not a group of very skilled magic users like he is himself. But at the end of the session, we were at a bit of a point of Millie had a lot to say, and Lilith went to hand her a piece of paper, and Brim had requested aid for 3 things: to help Shorewin remove the shield, to help them find Gimbal, and to possibly bring somebody back into life if he knew anything about it, maybe. I don't know. That's not the big deal right now. And that's how we ended last time.
Well said. And let's give Evelyn, Millie a hand. Well done as always. She's our resident lore keeper. What she does to help support this channel is insane. She is like Lilith, Millith forever. We are so appreciative of all of that. All right, so let's go quickly through all of our PCs. We're going to stop with Shorewin lastly. And we already got 2 followers. Thank you so much to, and I tried to give him a shout out, but he wasn't popping up in my chat yet. But thank you to BGO Steve and now Penhet, 2 new followers. We appreciate that. All right, so let's start with your class, your race, your level, and something else you'd like us to know about your character. And we're going to start with Evelyn. Millie, you're muted. You're unmuted for this part.
All right. So, hello, dears. I'm Mary Millie Von Tops. I'm a half-elven swashbuckler, level 5, and I was silenced by Vern at the end of the session because he insulted my friend Lilith, and I had words about it. Lilith forever. Now, I like shiny things, and I am. Let's see. I like shiny things. I like whiskey, and I'm trying to be nicer to Ashrin. That's my current goal.
Oh, thank you so much. Ashrin is she's trying so hard. It's well played. Well played. Okay, let's go to Brim.
Hi, my name is Brimstone. I'm a level 4 half-ogre fighter. I love milk, I love gimbal, and I'm warming up to these other half-pints personally, but I definitely miss Brimble.
All right, and what level are you again? Sorry?
Level 4.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to Lilith.
I am Lilith. I am a level 4 Greyhawk Wild Elf Druid. Lilith likes to collect oddities and weird objects. Her best friend, Millie. And what is that you have there in your pocket? Can I have it?
Well done. All right, and then Shorewin.
Yes, indeed. I am Shorewin Tessel of Corewood. I am a level 3, moving on up, cavalier, with my trusty steed, Winston, who we have yet to see in a couple of gatherings, but we hope to see him today, and hopefully he still likes me just a tad more than Lilith.
Well said. All right. So Lilith, you probably saw in the chat, some people are saying you're still a little bit quieter. I know you got a new headset, so no worries at all. And let me pull this up here really quickly. All right. So Shorewin, I've communicated with you that you're leveling up. XP will go out to all the players this week, but you are so close to level 4, it's a no-brainer. Now, it's not going to happen at the beginning, it's going to happen when you rest, assuming you survive this encounter with Burn, and the way you've disrespected this legend of Greyhawk. If you do survive that, then you will level up at your next rest. So, roll D10, and disregard, your con bonus again is plus...
My con bonus
Plus
is
3.
plus 2.
No, 15 should be plus 3, right? Is that right?
No, 15
plus
plus
2.
2.
Oh, plus 2. All right.
16 is plus 3.
Yeah, right. So good. So you can roll anything that's lower than 2 or lower. You re-roll.
Oh, good indeed. I rolled a 6.
Outstanding. So add that 2. So that's 8 hit points that get added. So you now have 39, correct?
Indeed, I do.
And you are now 5th level.
You're
But
at the
that won't
toughness
go.
feat.
No, I'm 4th level. 4th level.
4th level. You were 3rd, right? That's right. Okay.
I do have toughness feat.
So add the point for that as well.
Right. So plus 1.
Plus 9 total then.
So your total
But
now
this-
is 40.
Very nice.
And this doesn't go into effect until I rest.
Right.
I'm just
Right.
taking notes right
That's
now.
right.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to snapshot that. Thank you, viewers, for being patient. We're doing a little bit of clerical work here. Not clerics like clerics, but clerical. And let me save that. So it's going to update on the stream and Shorewind. And we've already got him updated now to the new stuff. All right. So, party. You are in the tower of Rufus and Burn. Of course, Rufus is not here. Burn is. Rufus, you were told, is attending to some important business in the free city of Greyhawk. And let me get these lights set up there. Boom. All right, good. And you should be able to see that on your cam. And let me kill this. Yes, I know our mad chatters. Thank you all, mad chatters. You guys are incredible. We really appreciate all of your support. And we are, Rufus is my hound's name. Okay. Burn, having just silenced Millie, and enduring her disrespectful motions and all of her, we'll call it sign language for lack of a better term, and looking at Shorewind with the shield that he holds, which is now clearly known to be cursed. And Burn sighs and says, battling with you, fighting you, arguing with you serves no purpose. I realized when I told you that you could have whatever was in that place, I did not mean you should grab without discernment everything from it. He waves. Millie, you're unmuted. The silent spell leaves you. I did not say you should be foolish and pull whatever you would from it. I said whatever was there could be taken as yours. I still expected a reasonable level of discernment.
And we had trusted our wizard, Gimbal, to inform us of that information because the rest of us, dear sir, are not so arcanely inclined. So, we do not have the knowledge of those things.
Well, this is my point. Last time, the Cavalier, the one now with a cursed shield upon his arm, said Gimbal said it was okay, whatever that means. Where is Gimbal?
As I told you earlier, Holia took him.
Before or after the Cavalier pulled the shield from wherever he found it?
After
Did so
Gimbal
then
had said the shield was okay for him, fine, acceptable, allowable, safe enough for him to pick up.
So then we can all agree, this gnome, Gimbal, who you consider to be some sort of mage, clearly has no idea what he speaks of.
With that, Lilith shoots a look right over at Brim to see what he's doing.
This is Brim here for our viewers. This is, so looking at the cam here, I don't need the laser, it's close. So we have Burn here, of Rufus and Burn. They're in the tower inside Hamlet. Then you have Shorewind, Ashrin, Lilith, and Millie. You have some guards here on the sides as well.
Rim, still with the flecks of dried blood on him, will keep his same stoic face as he's had this whole time.
We know what we know now, Master Burn. But now we are doing what we can to heal it. If you will please, This is a learning experience as any book could teach us. Real life experience has taught us much better. Please help us.
And Brim will slowly bow.
So bow as in bow at the waist and...
Yes, full like soldier's bow, bow at the waist, head to the floor.
Sorry, I'm struggling with my cam here, guys, so ignore the crazy stuff happening. I'm just trying to get that set up correctly. All right, so you, as you bow, go ahead and roll D20 and give me your diplomacy.
Poop, 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 poop,
I know it's not great.
Nope. Yeah, that's going to be a 9 minus 1, so 8.
You bow. Burn sees you do this. He looks over. He doesn't exactly sneer, but clearly the look he gives is not welcoming. You trust, I'm sure, your companion. You thought he was worthy, but to encourage this befuddled knight to pull this shield off the wall, tell him it was okay, I believe was the words he said. In reality, I will do what I can, but there are no guarantees. I sense a potent magic in this.
Thank you very much, sire.
Burn steps forward, and as he does so, he looks at the shield, and for all of our viewers, let me give you a reminder of what this shield looks like. It is covered with red eyes, ebony and gray metal, red eyes with deep black pupils, and a clear sense of necrotic power emanates from it. As Burn steps forward, he holds out a hand. He concentrates. He utters several arcane syllables. There is a green light that shoots out from his hand. As it does, you see it envelops the shield. As it envelops the shield, Shorwin, you feel something yanking inside you. You feel a sense of uncertainty. His brows furrow in deep concentration. He stops, and then you see Burn's eyes go impossibly wide. No! No! There is a connection. You have a lover. A familiar. Something dear to you has been hooked by this magic.
Is there more?
Speak now! What is dearest to you? It has been, I feel it. It has been hooked. This magic like tendrils in darkness. Nefarious, malevolent, sinking its claws into. A sacrifice will be made. What is it?
You don't mean my sister, do you?
Your sister. No. Nearby. Close. A familiar.
Winston?
Winston. You see
What
his
is
eyes.
wrong with Winston? Tell me now.
He pulls back. He says, Do you not see? Do you not see what you have done? You must see. I can extract this curse, but a sacrifice must be made.
No!
What type of sacrifice? Does it have to be?
The shield, he does, of eyes. An eye for an eye. Yours. Or Winston, whatever this is. You must sacrifice. Your choice. I cannot separate this from you. This is the curse of this shield.
Shorwin steps back and he just moves away for a moment. He just...
You step away from Burn. He maintains a hand up. There's still a green light that hovers and hits the shield that you're holding. All of you who look at Shorwin can't see this. You see these red eyes. They begin to glow, and they're fighting against this verdant light that's hitting them.
What kind of sacrifice are you talking about?
You're talking to Burn?
Yes.
He said an eye for an eye.
Does that mean an eye or a sacrifice of death?
An eye must be given, linked to the Cavalier. And this Winston, one must be given. An eye. Who shall give it? I have not much more time. Even with my puissance, it cannot hold this.
Take one of mine.
So be it. He utters another arcane word. As he speaks it, you see the green light flares toward Winston. Sorry, toward Shorwin, sorry. I've got Winston on the mind. Flares towards Shorwin. As it does, you see it strikes him right in the left eye. And the eye burns with a bright green light. It shudders. The shield drops from Shorwin's hand. Clatters to the floor. As it does, you see Shorwin's left eye is completely white. No pupil, no iris. A completely white eye. The shield clatters to the floor.
Lilith will run over and kick the shield away from Sherwin.
Lilith kicks the shield away. It clatters to the side of the wall.
Shorwin drops to his knees.
You feel no pain, but just like a heat, like a warm heat in your left eye, and you now have no vision there.
Millie's gonna run over to him and check on what's going on.
Brim's gonna stay from afar and watch.
All right, so Ashrin runs over to him. She lays hands on him. Lilith has run over. Millie has run over. Everyone. Thank you, Wily Hobbit. Oh, thank you so much. And all of our viewers, Mark Views, thank you. Oh, Statler, look, we're really intense right now, so I'm not paying as much attention to the chat, but thank you so much to all of you. You are the mad chatters, and you are incredible. And I'm going to go ahead and thank. And all right, so as you all scutter closer to Shorwin, you see his head is down. He's cradling it in his hands. Ashrin touches. Shorwin, are you all right? Her hands are on him. She utters some divine syllables and tries to heal. You see the warm light that covers Shorewin. Shorewin, you feel a sense of comfort, but your left eye remains dark.
It's fine. And that's all he says, and he sits there on his knees. His mind is racing. Winston has been through much with me. I have protected him. He has protected me. He has kept me alive through a variety of battles. I could not wish this on him. And so it was my turn to protect him.
Brim will now walk up after hearing this.
You hear the heavy steps of Brim as he walks forward. Ashrin, Lilith, Millie, all crowded around you. You see Byrne for the first time since you met this arrogant mage. He does, in fact, seem concerned. He appears to be more sensitive than you've seen him before. Brim, you see Shorewin stand up and say the words he just said.
Wait, he stood up and said them, or were you still kneeling when you said them?
I was still kneeling.
Okay.
Cool. I was like, just want to make sure. Because Brim will walk up and, somewhat looking at Shorewin.
Well, it's not just Winston anymore. You've got all of us.
And he'll reach down the warrior's handshake, the forearm and all, down to Shorewin.
But I think it's about time we get you to Winston.
Shorewin will look up. He'll nod and he'll take Brim's arm. Agreed. We need to leave. It has been too long. I need to check on Winston. We have to go. I have to go. However it be, I'm leaving. And I'm going to begin walking out.
About Gimbal.
We'll
Is
stay
there
and talk with Burns.
anything we can do to find him?
I'm sorry, and Millie, you're speaking to who? To Byrne?
To Burn.
To Byrne. All right, so Shorewin, you're walking out, yes?
Yes.
All right, Shorewin walks out. He turns, he strides out. You see he staggers a bit, clearly unaccustomed to lack of vision in one eye. His metallic feet clank against the stone, but with a pride, he holds his head up even as he stumbles and honoring his steed heading toward the door. Ashrin, she turns and she scurries behind him, staying close. Brim, Lilith, and Millie, you're staying in and talking to Byrne, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for the sub, Satavara. That was a long one. Hold on, sir. It was Satavara Dane. All right, we appreciate that, all of you. Byrne, he turns towards you, and you see, again, there is now a sad look on his face. As you turn toward him, there are stained glass windows behind him, verdant illuminations on either side cast a pallid green glow on him. And he says, I am sorry, your cavalier is noble. When I said take what you would inside that dungeon, I assumed there was a level of competence. I sensed it from you. I'd heard it from Galen. I'd heard it from others that you were clever about your business to pull such a thing. And as he points over at the shield, you see there's still a kind of a pale red glow that comes from the bottom of the shield. Shorwin, you walk out and you're heading down the steps. You hear Ashrin hustling behind you.
He continues to walk in silence right now.
Thank you, everybody. We got a hype train going here. That's so awesome. And thank you to Wiley Hobbit, Canadian Ancient Gamer, as always, Phantom NJ. Thank you so much. Okay, pronounce Satavau Gadane. Satavau Gadane, thank you so much. Satavau Gadane, yeah, got it? All right, and we are appreciative of all of our followers and viewers. Shorwin steps out, Ashrin hustling behind. Brim, Millith, you stand in front of Burn.
That was on purpose. Will look at the situation, look back at Shorwin as he leaves, looks back and look at Millith and still with that same almost glazed over look in his eyes ever since he bowed his head to Burns.
I care deeply for Gimbal, but I'm not leaving another friend again. I will go add company to Shorwin. Please tell me everything you learn.
Of course.
And gritting his teeth, he bows his head and heads to follow Shorwin.
Thunk, thunk, thunk. You hear Brim's heavy footsteps as he heads out of the room following Ashrin and Shorwin, leaving only Millith, which is Lilith and Millie, if you don't know and you're not a longtime Blue Box follower, standing in front of Burn. Oh, DM's Quest, thank you so much. Burn stands in front of his throne, the pale green light illuminating him, the stained glass window behind him, but you see he is cowed. He looks more concerned than you've seen before. And he says, again, I never intended danger to you. I had known you were competent, and I had heard from Galen that you were powerful. Picking up such a shield, if you are new to this and you have not adventured before, you must be cautious. You need a mage. You need one understanding the nefarious dark arts to be able to identify things before you simply pick them up in ancient.
Lilith will try to stop him from, in the mid.
He seems more abashed than before. The arrogance was all over him before, but with the sacrifice that Shorwin made, he seems abashed now, and he stops as you speak to him.
And it's probably a good thing that Lilith held her hand up because Millie's eyes were starting to glaze over.
She can feel it. She can feel it. Building in the. She'll kind of just put her hand up to stop him. It matters not the decisions we made in there. The fact that we went in there when you did not, and we retrieved the crystal, is enough for us. Mistakes were made, things happened. We appreciated that you helped our friend Shorwin remove this cursed shield. Now, please, enough about the shield. Our friend Gimbal, we need help. What can we do? Can you help us?
He strokes his long white beard, clutches his staff in his right hand. Thank you, Ancient Gamer, for Lilith. If he has been taken by the Dark Brotherhood, have you heard nothing from them?
That's not entirely. We were sent an ear.
Have you heard nothing from them?
How crass. crass.
Sorry, the crassness is blamed on Josh. Josh sent this to me. It is gorgeous. The severed ear of Gimbal here around my neck.
Is it bloody on the other side?
Yes. Oh, yes. So you didn't see that early?
Yeah.
It's effed up.
Oh, look at that. The Gimbal ear.
That's so gross.
I know. Thank you, Extort. What demands were made with this ear?
We were only sent the ear. In our encounter in the temple, when Holia showed up, she demanded the stone for Gimbal's life. She gave us her word that she would not harm him, which is proven quite false. But she took him, thinking I had handed her over the stone, which I have here. And she pulls it from her pocket, which I have here. But my guess would be, seeing as I can connect things at times, they want the stone back.
But no instruction has been given.
Nope, just an ear. On the window.
You see Byrne, again he strokes his beard, he pulls back his wizened hair. You cannot give this stone. I know your friend is dear to you, but the fate of the many is more important than your friend. Would you give me the eye? He holds out a wrinkled white hand.
It sense motive.
All right. I know your sense motive. I mean, you. All right, that's a good roll for you. So you sense he is sincere in what he says, but you also sense that he is not concerned about Gimbal. So what he is saying is,
I've known that.
yeah, for the greater good, as he holds out his hand for the eye.
Lilith will kind of like put her hand out towards Millie. She already knows that she's not going to do it, but she just as a cautionary reaction, she'll put her hand out towards Millie to like not hand it over. So what do you suggest then? If we give you this stone, that's all we have.
How do we find Gimbal?
You see Byrne, he draws himself up, and now the sense of sort of arrogance is not the right word, an entitlement, a feeling that he knows better than you sort of fills the room. And as he looked at you, he says, I understand you care for your friend, but the death of hundreds, thousands, yea, tens of thousands, must be the greater consideration. Keeping that eye from the Dark Brotherhood is far more important than one gnome, no matter how beloved he may be.
All right, but that wasn't my question, dear. My question was, how do we find Gimbal? The stone is a separate conversation. I want to know how we can find our friend. Please.
He rubs his face in frustration. I cannot simply divine the presence of a gnome, a random gnome, anywhere upon the Flyness, anywhere upon Earth. You will be contacted again, I am certain. Whether you have the eye or not will not be discernible by your enemies.
We're asking you what you suggest us to do to retrieve our friend.
Give me the eye. Return to the Welcome Wench. I am confident you will be contacted again. There's no purpose for them to send that ear. Obviously he doesn't have it, but I do. There was no purpose to send that ear unless they were to contact you again.
Or they could just be making a point. For all we know.
That stone is our only bargaining chip to our friend.
So what do you do?
Lily's gonna cast a look at Lilith.
You talked about these stones being multiple stones. How many are there?
Can you not see? They are eyes. There are two. There is the skull. The crystal skull has already been lost. Halia found it. There are two eyes. That is one. When the other is found, the plague, the power, the necrotic energy of that thing will be complete.
How do we know we can trust you with this?
Trust me! Who am I? I am Byrne! I have been here for 4 decades! Trust me not if you wish! Be gone if you wish!
Sir, my goal was not to offend you. I am a woman who is highly distrustful because I have been finding in my life that many people are not worthy of my level of trust, you see. It is not an insult to you, sir. I do not know you from anybody else. I am not from this area, and I am not from arcane circles. I would not know you from any other mage, sir. My goal, however, is to make sure that at the end of this experience, this does not fall into the wrong hands, and my responsibility, though you may not see it as a responsibility for the rest of this town or your people, is to make sure that my friend Gimble comes back to our group as much intact as he is, as far as we know. I would really rather, sir, not to come off on a bad foot with you. I was rather fond of Galen. So...
Galen was a good man.
Yes, I am aware. Thank you. But I
You are aware. You're so trifling. You knew Galen for what? A week, a 2, a month. Galen has been in my service for a decade.
And?
To suggest that you know more than I what a good man he was.
I am not saying that I know more than you, sir. I have never asserted that I know more than you, sir. I am just stating, sir, that, sir, I want to make sure that this ends on a good foot. And this does not fall into hands that it should not fall into, sir.
We got mansplaining. I really hate this guy. Thank you, Pippi. So look, a quick OOC, and I was chatting with the viewer. So if you look at the original Burn description in the original Hamlet module back 40 years ago from Gygax, he is a good guy, but he's arrogant. And his arrogance has only grown. He is frustrated that he has not been added to the Circle of 8. Still powerful, more powerful now, but his arrogance has become calcified. So the way I'm role-playing him is not just the DM being a jerky DM, it is role-playing this character, this PC, as he has grown or shrunk through the years. He steps back. If you wish to keep the eye, keep it. You endanger all of the Flanness, all of Orth. You think it's safer with you for the gaining of one friend, then you make that choice. I don't know how to recover a gnome amongst all the wilderness and badlands and deserts and forests and fields of the Flanness.
Lilith will step forward. You say friend. He is more than that to us. I'm not sure if you understand the relationship of a group, the Wayward Vault. Do you prefer to work alone? I'm not sure, but for us, everyone is important, and we would do anything for each other. All we ask is for advice. We'll help whatever way we need. We went in there, we got the eye for you. We will come back and help more if needed. We just want anything, something, an idea of how we can save our friend. If you have any idea, we would be grateful.
You wish my advice? Then so be it. My advice is you give me the eye, and you will be contacted again, I am certain, by the forces of Halia and Holly and the Dark Brotherhood. They hold your friend for purpose. And you should wait for contact. Pretend you still have the eye, and then seek him out. If, however, you insist, I am not an evil man. I will not pull it from your hands. If you deny me the eye and wish to hold it to yourselves, you will bear upon yourselves the burden of all mankind. For if this is lost, and that school is completed, I cannot be responsible for what happens.
And if we were to need to find you again, where we can come here?
I will be here or the Free City. I must seek out Rufus. He has endangered himself in Greyhawk. One of these two places, I will always be found.
Then, sir, if you give your word that you will protect this with your very life, I will entrust it to you.
He nods, and for the first time, you see a softening of his look. He steps forward, his gray, long brows kind of sag, and you see like his age shows through for the first time. It's as though he held something in abeyance that now kind of comes through. He steps forward. I'm sorry. I've been told many times I can be recalcitrant and perhaps occasionally obnoxious. It is not my intent. I just struggle with dealing with my lessers. When I sense those of inferior intellect, I don't know how to respond, and please don't hold that against me.
And Millie is doing everything to stop herself from saying anything else right now.
He holds out a wrinkled hand. I will protect this eye with my life, for it is the life of not just mine, but many upon the Flyness. Thank you, Mousetrap, the DM word of the day.
Millie slips the eye from her pocket. And with a very tight expression on her face, hands it over to him. Very good, then. Let our business be done for now, shall it?
All right, so as you hand him the eye, I think this is a great moment for a quick OOC. We're going to have a giveaway here in a bit. We're going to announce we've got some cool stuff. We've given away a flask over the weekend. We've got Dragon Crafting Guild dice trays. We've got shirts, we got mugs, all kinds of cool stuff. Of course, Cozy Gamer dice, DC, all right, great. But I think this is a good spot to just pause, and we're going to talk about one of our other campaigns. So we run 3 campaigns here on Blue Box.
Yep.
Of course, Greyhawk Awakening is our fastest growing campaign, but man, our Sunday campaign with Rune Lords has really grown. We had a great Sunday, our best Sunday ever. And then we have this once every month or two that we run, which is our 4th Age campaign based on the 4th Age Lord of the Rings. And this may explain a lot of why Evelyn, who's playing Millie, is so hesitant to hand this eye over. Would you like to talk about that, Millie, real quick as a sort of a OC?
In how many, in what situation? Because there's been,
I'm mainly thinking of the Palantir outside of the White City.
So, in our 4th Age campaign, I play our cleric, Marthaliel, and we were actually inside of a cave where we had encountered a white dragon and a beholder very shortly back to back with each other. Yes. And in the Beholder's Lair was one of the Lost Palantir. And we defeated the Beholder and managed to get a hold of that Palantir. And one of the Blue Mages, Plando, and if you know your Tolkien, you know who he is.
Istari, yep.
Yep, he's one of the Astari. He's one of the two Blue Mages, Alatar and Palando. But Palando is the uncle of one of our party members. His father is actually Alatar. But Palando is working with the big bad of the campaign, who is Morgoth, the original big bad.
Morgoth Melkor over Sauron, like top of the chain.
Yep, the original big bad. So Palando came to us and was like, "Yeah, he basically said to Hallgrim, I'm actually your long lost father." His uncle, but he told him he was his long lost father, and then was like, "You should hand me the Palantir because I can help you, do with it what you need to do with it." And then he disappeared with it. And then we had another guy who stole the Palantir that the White City had and took off, and we didn't question him enough, and so he disappeared with another one. So, yeah, it's great. That was fighting a joke.
So she's very, very hesitant. All right, so with that said, Millie, reluctantly, having nothing to do with Evelyn's concern, puts the eye in Byrne's hand. He clutches and snatches it back. As he does so, you see the shield on the floor, Shorewind's shield, begins to vibrate. Byrne looks at it. Begone! Leave! Get out of the room now! I will protect this, but you must not stay here! Find your friend! Check on your steed! Go! The shield, and you see eyes start to pop out of the shield and roll onto the floor. These red eyes that you saw before, now as they pull out of the shield, they start rolling on the floor and glowing red. Byrne shouts, "Leave!"
All right, whatever you say.
We're gone.
And
Bye.
running.
All right, Millie and Lilith, or Millith as commonly known, sprint out of the room. You hear behind you the sound of a massive explosion, and the door slams behind you. You shall not pass. No, just kidding. Just kidding. All right, you hear something behind you. And you are now headed down the stairs. You get to the base of the stairs, head out. Some of the servants, you walk past the white rug. The white rug again sort of ruffles as you passed it, still
Lilith
sniffing.
will she'll kind of walk past it and then stop in her tracks and then take a couple steps back and look at it.
So
and then walk forward.
it lifts up, one corner sort of gently touches your ankle, and the other seems to be sniffing right about gimbal height, 3.5 feet off the ground, clearly still looking for him.
Oh, what do you know? Can I talk to the rug?
You can do whatever you want, yes.
Rug check.
Rug check.
Lilith will kind of go down, crouch down on her knees and just kind of at a safe distance because she knows she doesn't want to get tossed again.
Right.
But she'll kind of look curiously at it. What is it that you're looking for? What do you know that I don't know?
You see the rug, one corner of it kind of filters over towards you, and it taps just above your knee, which would be gimbal height. Like it's trying to communicate with you what it's looking for.
He's lost. Do you smell him? Are you looking for him too?
You see the rug kind of waves, it pulls back. and then it just slumps to the ground, like defeated. You sense a little sad ripple goes through it, and it lies flat.
Lilith will walk towards it and kind of lean down, and she'll like put her hand to like pet the rug, but like pulls her hand back for a second and just kind of look at it to see like what its behavior is like before she'll pet it.
All right, so you pull it back, and yes, Tim, defeated. That's very funny. You pull it back, and as you do that, for the first time, you see something affectionate. The rug wraps around your wrist, not aggressively, not pulling you back like the python that Josh just showed, but just sort of like it's looking for comfort, and it's warm as it covers your arm.
We're trying our best. We're trying to find it too. And then she'll kind of get up and just like walk away.
It kind of slumps, and as it kind of flaps to the ground, like almost pouty, as you walk away from it. As you step outside, you see Shorewin and Ashrin and Brim. They surround Winston, and Winston rears up and gives a strong neigh as he does so, clearly ecstatic to see his owner, his companion, his friend, who has been gone for so long. Shorewin, as you approach Winston, he tosses his mane, he nuzzles your face, and just shows great joy at seeing you.
I'm now unmuted. There's a first for everything. Shorewin walks up to Winston, and he takes one hand and puts it on the jowl of the horse and pets down his nose. And he does kind of look at both eyes, just make sure they're okay.
As you do this, yes, you see two clear eyes, bright. Winston looks in perfect condition, happy, healthy. He kind of pulls back and, again, tussles his mane. His tail swishes back and forth. His haunches bunch up with strength. Even when he sees Brim, there's a brightening to his eyes as Brim comes out. Then you see shortly after, as you're talking to him, Lilith and Millie both come out. Now all of you are around Winston. Your other mounts are there as well, all well cared for. One of the stablemen sort of steps back from you as he sees this really strong display from Winston.
The horse neighs are awesome. Sorry. So I see Lilith and Millie come out. What do we do now?
We wait for more messages, apparently. There's nothing he could do.
As you guys are talking, Lilith is like right there by Winston. And she's just like patting his face.
There's a reason we don't offer Winston for stream MVP, because he would win every week.
He would win all the time.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I would vote. Take
He'd
my
be
XP.
level 35, and we'd all be like level 5.
I donate my XP to Winston.
All right. So you have your steeds. Winston, fully healthy. Shorewin, one very white eye. Completely pallid, no color to it at all, no pupil, no iris, as I said before. You're still getting used to it, Shorewin. As you look around, you feel somewhat disoriented, but there is a peace to you knowing that your steed is safe.
Lilith will be like petting Winston, like I said, like just on either side of the face, and like she's like putting her forehead to his, and she's just petting them. She'll still talk to the group, but not like turn and look at them. Odd, Millie.
Hmm?
How come we had both the shield and the eye in our possession, but the eyes didn't do what it did in that room until you handed it to him? Why is that?
Maybe because I never took it out in front of the shield, perhaps. That would be my guess, at least.
And
But
she'll like. Sorry, go ahead.
But it did look at me before. When we were sitting outside the church. I wonder if it had a sense of it without actually knowing. Odd that a shield would know.
You hear another explosion within the tower. You see fire burst out through the windows.
Sounds like that's going well.
Was it just me, or did you just really want to punch him in the face?
I was actually... Ashen, dear. Do you know anything about arcane spellcasters?
Well, as you know, I practice the divine. I know a bit about the arcane, but I've never studied it. What's your question, dear?
Do they need their tongues to cast spells?
Oftentimes, yes. There can be both an audible component that they use along with sometimes the waggling of their little slender fingers, and sometimes even things they must pull from their pouches. I've seen them do all of this. Very different than my divine spell casting, which I simply channel from.
Would they be able to cast some things without their tongues?
Yes. Absolutely. There are, as I've seen, that there are not all things require tongue, not all things require fingers, not all things require things from the pouch.
So Lilith will kind of like go up to Millie and like she's facing her like to shoulder, and like she looks at her and she's like, a finger perhaps, and she'll like wink at her and then like go back to like petting Winston.
I'm just keeping things in mind for a friend for the future.
All right, so what do? You have Winston, you have the half-blind Shorewind, you have no longer the eye, the crystal eye, you have a battle taking place upstairs with Byrne, the legendary Wizard of Hamlet. Shorewind now freed from the shield, Gimbal gone. What do you do?
Lilith will look at Brim and Shorewind and kind of catch them up on what Millie and Lilith kind of found out. He wasn't able to provide us any information on Gimbal, nor any advice on how to bring him back, other than to just wait. He has the eye, the crystal eye. He just said to go back to the Welcome Wench and wait for another message. I don't know.
Also, peculiarly, as we were leaving the tower, all the eyes that were in Shorewind Shield sort of came out of Shorewind Shield and are currently attacking Byrne up there.
So Shorewind, this is the first you've heard of it.
The eyes came out of the shield.
Yes.
Yep.
Rolled out onto the floor. All over. It's very strange.
He's probably got it covered.
I would hope so. I mean, I keep hearing loud bangs from over there.
Well, I do hope we get a message soon, because I have many questions for Gimbal right now.
Lilith is looking curiously at Brim. What is it that you're writing?
And he's finally finishing up the third letter. He started the 1.5 earlier and was finishing up this third one as he holds out these pieces of paper, and one of them has Federum, one of them has Brother Smith, and one of them has Osler on the fronts of them.
I'm gonna have to be staying outside of town for a little bit.
Why, dear?
Brim kind of sends a glance over to Shorewind.
There are many things that usually happen once a village is scared enough of an individual. I expect Shorewind's gone through something similar in his past. Something I'd like to talk with you about, Shorewind, whenever the time comes. Right now, maybe not so much. In the beginning, they were worried of me, but not frightened. Now, they are frightened, and that usually leads to hate. And hate leads to the dark side of things.
Hate leads to the dark side.
I'm assuming this is
said that.
where
I know.
I'm assuming this is where Shorewin gives Brim a half glance.
I literally meant darkness, but then it just came out dark side. I was like, dang it. Not what I meant to do.
Welcome to the dark
So yes,
side.
Tim, they are dialoguing while a major melee goes on upstairs, but they're trusting that Byrne, who I have already described several times as a
Well,
legendary wizard, should be able to handle a shield.
He's
So
told us
It's
that he's way better at us than this anyway.
we'll
so-
see.
We're so,
We'll
and we're so
Soren knows.
stupid.
we'll see if this
Anyway.
exactly yes. We'll see if this party is responsible for the death of the most legendary wizard.
He's responsible for
he's not
himself, I'm
Tensor.
just
He's
saying.
not Mordenkainen. He's not Alec, but he's still pretty important in Greyhawk. So we'll see if he survives. Thank you, Mousetrap, for Brim for channeling his inner Star Wars. Look, by the way, I got a Honeybee, Mousetrap, just such a phenomenal new follower. Canadian Nation Gamer, Bill, Satcher Scorn, Bill the Master Crafter, all of our chatters, so incredible. We're going to take a break here right now, and we're going to announce our giveaway, which will launch right after the break. And we're giving away either a Blue Box t-shirt, and I've got a lot of these black ones here, these really pretty black ones with white lettering, or a Blue Box mug. These Blue Box mugs are great. Thank you so much, Phantom NJ. You are the best. Our viewers are the best. We are so grateful. And as we come back from the break, we're going to see what has become of Byrne, maybe. We're going to see Redbeard, Dirty Davy, Steve, all of you. Yes. You guys are awesome. So we'll do that giveaway after the break, and then we're going to see what happens with the party, what happens with Gimbal, what happens with several of the very strange events happening around Hamlet, and our players, our great players. They are fantastic, but our viewers are great viewers. We are so grateful. Let's give a hand to all of our viewers, our mad chatters. You guys are awesome. And if you're watching right now and you haven't followed, or if you followed and you haven't subbed, we have one question for you. What are you doing? Give us a follow, give us a sub. Blue Box will be right back after the break. We'll leave the mics hot during the break. Thank you.
It's Pastor Six's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
We just sang it.
And yes, thank you for the follow. Exopzoptamakesa. I don't know, I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, no, that was perfect.
Yeah.
That's an easy one. Yeah, indeed.
Come on.
Thought you hit it right on the nose.
We right on the nose. We will be right back. We'll leave the mics hot so you guys can chat with the viewers.
That was terrible, but
It's awful.
Terrible, but
It's
wonderful.
absolutely
I think
awful.
that this was
The enthusiasm was there.
Exactly.
So, I wanna
Enthusiasm
tell you
is
guys.
more than half the battle. Yes, go ahead.
I want to tell you guys. They won the game. The soccer game. My son. Wait, it gets better. It gets better. They were down 3-2 with about 4 minutes left and tied. And in soccer, if you don't know soccer, you have to play 2 full halves afterwards. So they played 2 new 10-minute halves. They ended tie and went to penalty kicks. And they won the penalty kicks 5-4.
Wow.
That was a really
wow,
intense
wow,
game.
wow.
And we haven't beat this team in 4 years.
Oh my god. Oh, your wife running it out. Oh, that's awesome. I wish that was live for the viewers. They couldn't see her. That was so cool.
That's amazing.
Oh.
So I'm gonna mute for a second because I gotta FaceTime my son.
All right, do that and go shout and scream and throw something at the walls. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We got to give a congratulations to his son from Blue Box. So we're going to do a huzzah on 3, and all the viewers, you're going to give a huzzah in your rooms. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Huzzah! Well done. So
was way
happy
better
for
time
Terry's son.
Yes, it was.
We will be right back. That's so cool. That is so cool.
Right?
Yes,
so
thank
bad.
you all of the chatters.
bad.
Thank you, Dirty Davy.
Do you know what's gonna be so fun? Counting how many eye rolls we had during that whole conversation.
I know, yes.
Like how many Lilith eye rolls were there in total in conversation with
I don't
her?
think I don't think it's able to be counted because it's just
No.
one
It's
really
just-
it's
long
just-
It's
one.
just a continuous eye roll. Hey, thank you for the follow, Paint Miniatures.
Round and round, round and round. Eyes on Lilith go round and round.
It's basically like anytime Ashrin fawns over anybody. Like
Oh my gosh.
every time, every stream that I've gone back and rewatched, it's like Lily and Lilith are just like.
Oh god.
I think it's my.
I've become one of those as well. It's like this is the come on.
Yeah, come on.
Thank you, Miss Makia, for the follow. I think that's my specialty, is making annoying NPCs. It just seems to work really well with this group. You hate all my NPCs.
I like Shalelu.
Oh, you like Osler Gundygood? Osler's cool. You like him, right?
Huh?
Osler Gundygood? You like
I
Osler?
Osler.
You like Jeru?
Like-
Federum.
And-
Jeru,
we love
Federum.
him.
Okay. All right. So you don't hate all my NPCs, Brother Smith.
No.
Oh, and I mean, there's lots of great ones in other Caribbean too. It's just Ashrin.
Well, Ashrin and now
I-
Burn.
I love Brother Quinn, and he's kind of like arrogant too, but he's a different kind of arrogant. He was just really annoyed by Ixen.
No, that's fair. And by the way, the Mind Flayer's disguise is not slipping, Phantom. When you think it's slipping, it's just a deeper disguise. We'll be right back.
Oh man, I seriously just wanted to punch him so bad in the face.
There's
Like, Lisa. My inner like.
I have daggers, and you know, like
your eyes were throwing tons of them.
Lilith could turn into some sort of big animal, and we could just hold him down and take his tongue. You know, then he can't be so sassy all the time.
Gosh. There's a bit of lore I want to drop.
I want to turn into a horse at end of day so that the next day I can wild shape again.
So tonight I came prepared in case, because I was going to keep the bit going for the character introduction tonight, but I literally have my whole character introduction written out and muted.
Oh, dang it.
And that's where the Millith Forever thing came from. And then
It was. It's a challenge. I love that. Oh, I should have just did it anyway. I would have been like, "Screw John. I'm muted. Who cares?"
I was
Like,
going to keep the bit going, but it's fine.
You should have. Oh, that's so awesome.
Oh.
You should have did it anyway. Screw John. Just
Yeah.
kidding. Screw John. Who said John? Ooh, I can turn into a pony.
You can turn into a lot of things now.
I
can't
know,
you?
horse and pony. But would Winston appreciate? I feel like I should just be a horse because then it would be at level with.
Well,
Yeah.
in horse years, how old are you?
I don't know.
Well, a pony is not a horse technically.
no, it's just a small. Yeah.
They're small. They're a small type of horse, but they are not the same thing as an actual horse. It's a different.
Really?
Yeah, it's a different.
What would a baby horse be called?
A colt.
Oh. Ah.
Interesting.
Yep.
That's very interesting. I didn't know that at all.
Nope.
What's a baby horse called? A baby horse.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
A horseling.
A horseling.
So ponies are literally like genetically. I mean, they're
So like the
they're
corgi. of them.
related, but they're bred to be literally small horses.
Oh,
Poor
okay, yeah,
So
yeah,
they're ponies.
yeah. That makes sense.
How many?
If Lilith is holding the eye, and shape changes, does it become a part of her?
Ooh.
I mean, it
molds
would
into her.
disappear. It
Yeah.
would disappear into her. 'Cause everything she's carrying on her will become part of whatever she transforms into. That's how the animal or the wild shape works. Yeah. I was like, what is that called? I can't think of the name
That
of it.
thing.
Wild shape. Yeah, I have one of my backup character actually for our Middle Earth game is a druid, and she was actually like she's at level 7 because when I made her for backup for that game, they were all level like 8 or 9, I think. So yeah, we're level 12 now in that one. So, but we've also been playing since 2017 on that game. So yeah.
No. Once Brim dies, I'll show you guys the backup character I have.
Once
Brim will never
Brims
die.
Why are you saying it like that? Once he dies.
Because, you know.
Listen. I'd like to go by Left Eye now. If anybody gets that reference.
Yes, I got that reference.
Well, yeah, because you're old too.
Thanks.
Burn! Okay, wait, what is it?
Burns.
Left Eye. Part
Yes,
of a
thank
musical
you.
group. Really? Nobody? Nobody?
Anyone know alphabet sign language?
Come on,
A
viewers.
little bit. Wait, go slower.
T?
Okay.
Not Cyclops. Silly
L.
goose.
C.
TLC, right? TLC. Okay, this is the 90s.
T-Buzz,
Were you
Left
even
Eye, and
born
Shirley.
yet?
I don't think so. Probably not.
What year would you say?
Lopez, there we
Yeah,
go.
Lisa Lopez. Yep. T-Buzz, Left Eye, and
Lisa
Shirley.
Left Eye,
Means
Lopez.
nothing to me.
Oh my gosh. They
I'm
had
sorry.
some great
He
hits.
is chasing waterfalls.
Were they, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Were
Well
they? Oh, okay.
done.
Chasing waterfalls.
Listen. No scrubs, baby. No scrubs.
No,
You guys-
I don't want no
You guys know the show
scrubs.
She
I gotta
Kills
get
Monsters,
you
right?
no love from-
Yeah, I'm
Oh, yeah,
designing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I first got introduced to Dungeons and Dragons. And then
Really?
that's how one of the first ways I heard "Don't go chasing waterfalls."
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that
That's
was
also
supposed
how
to
I broke a rib.
That was supposed to open last April, and it didn't. And then it was supposed to open in October, and it didn't.
And didn't.
Then it was supposed to open in April, and it's not. So, one day.
I played Orcus in it.
Did
Oh,
you?
did you?
Yeah,
That's a great role. Great
it's
role.
amazing. Easy cheese is the most disgusting thing I've ever had in the entire
Oh,
world.
yeah. Now Gimbal is sorry. Well, once I lose an eye.
Wow. Oh yeah, Gimbal will be without an ear.
Yeah, that's what I
You'll
was
be
gonna
without
say.
an eye.
What are you
Once
guys going
I-
to get rid of?
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to know.
We're getting rid of Bird's finger. That's what we're doing.
Burns finger.
Brim shows up without a nose. I sniffed too much of the paling. Don't snort paling, kids.
Burns.
PSA today. Wait, what was that word that John said earlier?
Yeah. What the?
Recalcitrant?
That's a
What?
word. It's a real
Recalcitrant?
word.
Yeah.
Yes.
BlueBoxRPG, brought to you by the word
Recalcitrant.
and the number 5.
The letter of the day is R.
For recalcitrant.
Soon we can assemble a wayward bolt flesh golem. I'm in.
That'd be amazing. That's where Brim's consciousness will be transferred to.
Is
Yeah.
the flesh golem?
The flesh golem.
A part of me fell off again, guys.
Does anybody have
Somebody
any
come and
paste?
stitch me up.
someone.
Lily's quite handy with her.
I am actually with a needle and thread.
Yep.
Could somebody please stitch me up? Why, thank you, darling.
John, we were discussing. I'd like to change my name to Left Eye. I believe it's appropriate now.
Oh, a little old school reference to Salt and Pepper.
Yeah!
Yes.
Salt and pepper. TLC.
You don't think I know that? Yes, exactly.
I can't tell if he was bullshitting or being real.
It's really a flip of the coin.
No, I
Yeah,
like
see,
like.
John, even
With the
I knew
action.
it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you weren't challenged,
was
Brim.
BS,
You weren't
no.
challenged. I was challenged. I sent that. Oh, Jay Birchfield, thank you for the sub. All right, so. All right, so we're coming back now. Hang on here. Let me pull back this. Get this going here.
I want the world to know.
I'm gonna let it show.
I'm coming out.
We should just change this into like an idol page.
Yes.
All of just sing.
Listen, let's all roll bards and we all do karaoke.
Hey,
That would be amazing.
just you wait.
We go from being the Wayward Bolt to the Wayward Bards.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the
Yes.
cheer, Mystical Unicorn. I'm sure that is a DM advantage that you just gave.
Yeah.
So thank
Well,
you.
No.
And all right, we're gonna come back.
against the eyeballs
Well,
in
that's
the
a
tower.
pound sign no.
All right, so before we come back live,
Outside, no.
I want to let you guys know. So you're gonna be in the inn of the Welcome Wench. So you've gone back there to rest. And Brim, did you say you're not going there?
He totally gave it to you too.
Oh my
Amanda!
gosh! Wow.
Wow.
I thought we were friends.
Be
I lost an eye
betrayal.
and the DM gets it?
Giant
Yes,
betrayal.
exactly.
Brim's gonna lose a
No,
nose
No,
and the DM
because no, she's awesome. So Brim, are you going back to the Welcome Wench with them?
I'm telling them that I'm not. I'm gonna stay outside of town. I'm gonna try and find
All
a
right.
spot
So
that
before
I'm cool to
before
do
you
stuff.
actually do stay out of town, let's role play that.
Yes.
So Millie,
Yes.
Lilith, Ashrin, Shorwin, Brim tells you that he does not feel welcome in the Welcome Wench, and he's not going to return. So before I set up,
Are we still in the Be Right Back screen? Because I'm still
Yeah.
seeing the Be Right
It
Back
is,
screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, we are because I want to know how to set
Different
this up. So before I
Gotcha.
go back live, I want to know whether or not Brim is with you.
I saw it, Wiley. I got my 100 out of that.
Lilith will try
I-
to convince him, but if not, she would like to
Yes.
she would like to offer to take him to the Grove, if that helps your setup.
Yeah, I'm good either way. So what are you guys doing?
I was gonna try to help convince him.
Yeah. Me and we'll try to convince him, but if he doesn't go,
All right, so let's go. We'll go to the full view player cams, and you can try to convince Brim.
Oh, let me put my shirt back on.
What did you say?
So
Put your what back on?
My shirt.
For sure.
You know, because I've been shirtless this whole
He's
time.
back now.
Okay.
In my past, when things like this happen, if I was to stay at Oswald's, he would lose business. It wouldn't be good to have you guys around me either. If you lose business and services around town, that could be problematic for our adventuring. And for getting Gimbal back.
It matters not what people think of us. We are with the Wayward Bolt. We are together. It doesn't matter if what they think or what they associate you with us. It doesn't matter to us. Why don't we go back and just see? And if it's unfavorable, we can figure something else out. Millie? And
Ashrin
she's
walks
like-
forward. She says, "Lilith, she speaks sense for once. There is no reason to be scared. You have been a hero. Three Trees was a villain of wickedness, and you are beloved by the people, Brim."
Brim will drop to a knee and look at her.
Ashwin, what happens when the big guy beats up on the little guy? No matter what the little guy has done, it will always look bad on the big guy. And I forgot about that for a minute.
Brim, I do not think this is true. There have been so many stories of the small that have felled the larger, and the larger that have felled the small that were evil. It is not your size that matters, it is your heart.
Minus the insulting bits, Ashran does have a point here. We would not, and I agree with Lilith, we would not be the Wayward Bolt without you, Brim. We can make that decision for you if you want to leave after we have encountered everyone and seen if things are favorable or not. We will go with you. We will not leave you on your own to experience whatever this world may have. on your own.
He stands back up, dusts his knee off.
How about this? If you're willing, go check with Osler. Get his mind of it. Ask him. And just make sure it's okay with him before I come back. But if it's okay, I would like to hold on to Shorewind. While you guys, if you're willing, go do that.
Well, I do know, I spoke to Osler a little bit before I joined you earlier, seeing as I was lagging a bit behind. And he had given me the sense of the nature of things when you departed earlier, that the situation was not a pleasant one, but he understood the outcome being what it was. He did not seem so... He was more saddened by the nature of things than fearful by any means. I think he is rather fond of us.
I think this is true, Ashrin says.
So, I do believe, based on what I encountered.
Lilith, I'm sorry. Can you let Ashrin say one thing without the roll of the item dumpling? Every time she's
Literally just insulted me. You can't tell me not to roll my eyes at her when she insulted me. I don't care what comes out on her mouth now.
I'm so sorry. That's right, it's fine. You do whatever you want. I'm teasing. There's no deal. Go ahead, Millie. Continue, please.
But I do believe that Osler at least would be amenable to you continuing your stay at the inn.
I will take the long way around, going through forest to get to the inn. Just to not go through the main streets of town. I'm still worried.
Well, I will walk with you then.
We'll all walk with you, Brim. And she kind of hooks her arm underneath Brim, and then kind of gets her head underneath, and just kind of so now your arm is around her.
You see, he tries to put up resistance, and just like the father of kids as they're jungle gymming him, he's just
All right. I'll let you have that anachronism, Jungle
Thank
Jimmy.
you.
So you guys all start walking out, and it is the first day of the second winter month. So you're in Ready Reek now, no longer in Patchwall. It is Star Day of Ready Reek, and the chill in the air is bitter. The trees, even in night, it's sort of late afternoon, not dark yet, but the chill is bitter in the air, and the trees are dropping leaves. Auburn leaves flow through the air and flutter off. Your companions around you, Shorewind, are you with them? I missed
Yes.
that. Okay.
Shorten's just been quiet. He did mount up though on Winston to make the journey.
All right, so Shorewind atop Winston, and you see he's kind of learning how to navigate with Winston now. He has one eye and he's struggling a bit, but he's getting quickly accustomed to it. And you make a loop around the city, come around the backside, and in moments you are at the door of the Welcome Wench. You hear laughter. There's a lute from inside. Joyous sounds, warm light, ambience pours out of the doors of the Welcome Wench.
Oh, Brim, do you want us to go in and check first?
If you will, I'll stay here.
Sherwin, do you want to stay with Brim?
I will stay with Brim.
Do you need help putting your horse in the stable? Or Winston in the stable? Sorry.
I will stay with Shorwin.
Ashwin dear, it seems to me that perhaps you should come with us, please. I have something to chat with you about, and you still have a bit of a strange patch of hair where the rest of it was burned off. Maybe I can help you get that all.
But you don't want me to stay with Shorwin?
I think you should come with us, please, dear.
And like Lilith will like look at Millie, being like, like.
Shorwin nods at Brim.
All right. Millie, I will follow you, yes.
We'll have a lovely conversation, dear, and they'll join us shortly, okay?
Okay, all right.
All right.
So, headed into the tavern are Millie, Lilith, and Ashrin, correct? Shorwin, Brim stay outside, stabling Winston and having a conversation, so we'll get to that in a second, is that right? Okay. You step inside the welcome wench. And let me pull the cam up here. Oh, not that one, that one. All right, so as you walk in, Millith, which is Lilith and Millie, Ashrin, she comes in behind you. She steps beside the table. You see Osler Gundigut. He stands behind the bar here. There's a good, even in this sort of late afternoon hour, there are many people inside the tavern. The bard plays in the back, the familiar scents and sounds and the warmth of the air. There's a, it's hard to express. You know, you've had so much sadness. You've had so much hurt. You've had so many disappointments. Stepping inside again to the welcome wench, though the wench might be somewhat controversial, the welcoming part is clear. And Osler looks up. Oh, Millie, Lilith, so good to see you.
Hello, Osler, dear.
How are you? He hobbles over, kind of stuttering on his steps. Comes around the bar. Oh, are you well? Where are the remainder of your companions? Ashrin! Oh, good to see you. Where is the cavalier and the big man, the ogre?
I believe Brim and Shorwin are stabling Shorwin's steed, Winston. They should be joining us shortly, though.
Oh, all right. Please, have a seat. All the ale, all the drink, whiskies, rums, Firondish ale, whatever it is, celiac. I can provide you even, if you wish, some Ernst White. I have for you Celine Ruby, whatever you wish to drink. It is all on the house.
Osler, dear, you're speaking my language.
Lilith will just take a seat at the bar area, I guess, where he would be standing behind. And she kind of just sits down and she'll like kind of like put her hands in her face in her hands and kind of just like look at. If there's anything on the bar, she's gonna be like kind of like fiddling around with it, like.
Yeah, so you see lots of stuff on the bar. There are giant mugs. So I'm gonna pull out my laser pointer here. So for our viewers, you have Millie here. You have Ashrin slightly behind her. You have Lilith there at the back side. Should be right there. Yep. And then you have various folks. You see lots of patrons. Candles burn at the tables. There's a joyousness in the inn. They all stand around. Osler scurries back to the bar. He's here and begins to prepare drinks. And in moments, there are giant mugs and cups, sparkling ales, and gorgeous wines from all over the Flanness at the table.
Ashwin, dear, do you ever partake anything stronger than water?
Well, I don't normally. I like to keep my head clear, with the divine. But if you think it's wise, I don't wish to be
Well,
prudish, if you
we
will.
just have been through dire circumstances, and perhaps it would be a good night to relax and have a drink or two. What do you think?
Oh, all right, if you think so, Millie, I will.
Perfect. Osler dear,
Yes. What can I get for you? He bustles over.
I would like very much some of my favorite whiskey that you could keep for me. And for my friend Ashrin here, I would like a glass of your finest red and a small cup of rum, please.
Ashrin looks over at you. Rum.
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 Osler, he nods. He kind of winks at you. He scuttles off behind the bar. In a moment, you see several of the patrons are looking around. There's a festival sense here in the room. Perhaps the demise of Three Trees. Perhaps just the glory of what has been done by the Wayward Bolt. There is a real sense of joy and celebration inside the inn. In moments, he comes back with the red and with the rum.
Also, Osler, how much would it cost me to buy a round of ale for the entire bar?
Oh, well, Millie, would you simply flash me your dazzling smile?
Oh, of course, dear. I'd be happy to give you a smile.
Then drinks are all around! Huzzah!
Fabulous.
Everyone, he says this. All the patrons look around. Everyone kind of throws up their hands. There's a cheer. All the serving ladies, they begin to bustle around as drinks are offered with nothing more than Millie's smile.
All right. Hopefully that will make the environment in here a little more favorable for the evening.
Yeah, you see, there's a couple of there's folks over in the corner. You see, there's an old lady that sits here toward the back. She offers a three-tooth smile. Thank you very much. What heroes you have been. We are so grateful to you. What? You are the wayward, whatever you are, the wayward arrows or the wayward swords
The
or
wayward
somewhat.
boats, dear.
Oh, boat, yeah, boat.
Yes.
You're boatish beyond boat. Oh, boat, we're so grateful for you. And she kind of sloshes back with her ale. All right.
Good. Hopefully that will make it easier for the others to join us soon.
All right, so we're going to stop that. We're going to go back to Brim and Shorewind. You come around the corner. Let me switch so you're out. It's now getting to be a bit dark. There is a chill in the air. And as you stable the horse, you see Shorewind is beside you.
And during the stabling, even though Brim kind of offered his help, he won't help. He leaves it to the Cavalier to do his Cavalierness. Doesn't want to offend. And he just leans there waiting.
You know, I used to hate you, honestly. I felt uncomfortable by you. Even now, it's hard for me to look at you. All because I feel that you're just perfect. I feel like you're a great man, working for great goals and great purpose. It's been hard for me to grow close to you because my own pride, if you want to call it that, has gotten in its way.
And he's still just kind of doing the, when dudes talk to one another, they just kind of look off. They're like,
So I'm sorry.
and he kind of shoots a glance over to Shorewind.
through the whole through that whole time, Shorewind continues to take care of Winston. He removes the saddle and pulls out a brush and begins brushing Winston and getting him ready for the night. He never actually turns. He hears, but he never actually turns to Brim, and he listens. And as Brim finishes and continuing to brush Winston, there is no perfection, friend. What you see is training, an exterior that is meant to show strength. It continues to brush. Just because what you see may be what you view as good, with ideals, we all have a past. We're all running from something and chasing something else. It was a long time ago. I was young, I was stupid. I was reckless. I became a squire not initially of my own choosing, but as a penance of sorts. Now, mind you, as a child, your parents try to bring you up right, but during the war, during the Orcish incursions and the initial loss of my mother, my father changed. And then the loss of my mother made it even more difficult. I was reckless. There was a bit of, I guess what some would say some childhood mischief, but and my father took me and he set me on this path. And then my father died. My sister goes missing. Perfect. I lost the love of my life. If this is perfect, then I don't wish perfection on anyone. No. This is me atoning. This is me wishing I had been able to do more. This is me not having the courage when I was younger and finding a way to escape and redeem my family in some way. He looks up at Brim.
Wow.
Each thing I do is about making things right. This is about making things right, and I'll continue to do so until the end of my days. I feel we all have something we're running from or to, and I suppose you have the same. I'm just happy that I have some people to share my burden with now. And he looks back to Winston and continues brushing.
You've gone through a lot. And I'm sorry for those you've lost. I can't pretend that I know that pain. I never knew my parents. But part of the reason I practically loathed you was because I wanted so badly. When I grew up and finally knew better, I wanted to be a holy man. I wanted to be a cavalier, whatever. But I grew. The gods don't usually listen to ogres. So when I see you not as being perfect from what you've gone through, I see you as being perfect for who you're trying to be. Now, like you said, you do not wish for protection, you look for making things right. You may not be perfect, but I think you might be perfect for us. I'm thankful for you being part of this journey with us. The last one was kind of hard to connect to.
As he kind of chuckles a bit. But he touches the greatsword on his back.
But he too is always with us to protect us. There's one other thing I've had on my mind.
And he scratches his chin.
Did you see as your sister left? And were you always worried for her safety within town?
I continue to worry to this day for my sister. He turns to Brim. Like you, she wasn't like most. She looked different. She, at times, acted different. But I knew her. And I knew she was good. You remind me a little of her. I just hope I can find her before anything happens.
We'll find your sister. Just like we'll find Gimbal. Just like we'll free the Drake. Just like we got the shield off your arm. Now it will not come without sacrifice, as you already know. But I have something over at Brother Smith's that I hadn't commissioned originally as something else. But I guess I can change it to be an eye patch. I took some of the shrapnel from Gimbal's thick barrel pieces, and I wanted to make them into bracelets for each of us. But I think yours would look much better as an eye patch.
I appreciate that.
And as you say this, you see like Shorewin, as he said that subconsciously, kind of lifts a hand and sort of rubs it across that blank white eye. He's clearly grateful but self-conscious.
I mean, if you wish to hide it, you can. If you wish to leave it out, you can. Either way, I'm just happy you're here.
All right. Shorewin, I'll give you a chance to respond, but we're going to shift back to the other scene inside the Welcome Wench. Shorewin, do you have any final response?
Shorewin just looks. And he nods. A nod of knowing.
And Brim makes eye contact.
you receive the nod of knowing. That is a powerful magic item. All right, so
Putting it in my inventory.
that's awesome. All right, so back inside the inn, Astrid looks over at you. She pulls back another swig of the rum that you put in front of her, and she kind of sways back and forth. Go ahead.
Careful there, dear. And I just kind of ride her back up so that she's like, okay in a chair.
That's Ashrin there. That's Millie looking at her. Lilith on the other side. What is it you? How? Ooh, this is stronger than anything I've ever. I feel so warm. This is delightful. Thank you.
I thought such after the day that you've had, dear, getting blown up a little bit and set aflame, that it might be worth having a bit of a moment to
Relax.
take a deep breath and relax.
She pulls back another swig. She's drained the whole cup of ale or rum. She's now pulled over the wine, and as she's sipping at it, she says, I do so miss him.
Ooh.
He was a good man. Oh, noble knight. I like Shorewin. He's a good man too, but losing.
Well, you know, if I was still out there in the world,
We may run into him again.
yes, it's very possible. You never know.
You're right. I should. You're right. Ooh, can I have another glass of that rum? That's delightful. I feel so good.
Let's finish the wine first, and then we can see how you feel after that. How about?
All right.
Oh, good. But yes, I hope you are feeling better now. That was a very bad bit of nastiness earlier.
It was a bad bit of nastiness of whatever I called it. That was awful. But we're feeling much better now. Are you sure I can have some of that rum? That's delightful. I've never had that before. I'd like another glass of that, please, if I could. Look at the loins on that one. I think she points at a man that walks by. He looks well endowed.
Okay, so Millie's going to some from her flask, but she feels fine because it's Millie and she can hold the whiskey. This person that she's checking out, what does he look like?
Yeah, so there's a 5'11" human male. He looks like he's pretty well put together. He's got a nice set of shoulders. He's probably in his late 30s. He's walking past here, and as he does so, you notice his loincloth, his codpiece, if you will. It is it is a bit sort of out there, and she has latched onto this.
So does she have rum goggles on? Is basically
No, without question. Like he's nothing amazing to look at. She is clearly rum goggled.
all right. Well,
Lilith will wink at Millie and she's like,
okay.
and like she'll go over and talk to this guy.
Okay. All right. So Lilith, you walk over to talk to him. Millie, you're still sitting with Ashrin. What do you say to her?
Well, you know, you and I, dear, I find that we're getting to know each other.
Peas in a pod.
better.
I feel a kinship with you. She glances over. What is Lilith doing with him? Why does she want to speak to him? He's not.
Oh,
You sense jealousy from her.
yeah, I could sense it. I didn't even need to tell that. I wouldn't worry too much, dear. I think Lilith might be trying to, She's curious curious by nature, as you know, and she might be trying to answer a few questions.
Oh, so it's purely a desire to know a little bit more and not to find out a little bit more. And she kind of moves her hands down lower.
I think we will have to wait and see, dear, to find out exactly what is being inquired about.
What do you mean to wait and see? All right. What can I answer for you? Is there more of that rum, please?
I'm going to like hold a finger up to Osler, and I'm going to point toward Ashrin and just kind of hold up the empty cup.
All right. So in moments, you see Osler Gundygut. He comes walking over, and he's got a fresh mug of rum. As he sets it down in front, though, he gives you a bit of a look as he slides the cup in front of Ashrin, and then he walks back away.
And Millie just kind of gives him a wink.
He nods and winks back and moves back to the other side of the bar. And at that moment, you hear the bar door open. And as it opens, you see Shorewin and Brim come stepping in. Brim seeming abashed, slightly hesitant as he walks through the door.
I'm going to turn to Lilith, kind of see if I can catch her eye. And then I'm going to say, and I'm going to gesture towards the door, basically letting her know that, like, keep an eye on Ashford for just a hot second. I'm going to go see how they are. And so she's going to nod at me. Okay. So I'm going to get up and go meet Brim and...
All right, you walk over to the door. Lilith, you're in charge of Ashrin for the moment. She is sloshing in her cup.
Designated druid.
Yeah, except the designated druid. She's kind of swaying back and forth. She sloshes the cup from Osler over to her, and she's just pouring it back in her mouth now. You see it trailing down. Clearly, this is a woman who is in her cups beyond anything she has done before, and she sways back and forth at the table. In the meantime, you hasten over, Millie. You see Brim and Shorewin walk in. Shorewin, you see again that milky white left eye as he steps in. Brim looks abashed and hesitant.
Hello, dears. I have, successfully lubricated the situation. Everyone seems in a quite good mood right now, so no worries for this evening, at least.
Ren would like to look around to try and gauge the crowd.
So as you look around, you see there's about 20 people inside the inn. It's late afternoon, almost early evening, actually, and it's starting to fill up. And there are mugs of ale and drinks all around. People are in their cups. As you walk in, you see first of all Osler. He turns at the bar, and he steps forward. Oh, Brim the hero! Huzzah! He begins to applaud. Suddenly there's an eruption from throughout the tavern. You hear several people applauding, shouting out, "There he is, the hero! He found 3 trees! Thank you so much, Brim!" And there are voices all across the tavern sloshing ale and drinks, and there is a universal celebration of you as you walk in direct contrast to your expectation.
We're having a great time.
He kind of leans down to Lilith.
I killed a man this morning, didn't I?
You said that to who?
To Lilith. Wow, to Millie. Wow, my bad. Sorry.
All right, yeah, I know. Milith is so easy to get mixed up. To
Sorry.
Millie.
Yes, dear, you did, but apparently he wasn't very well liked universally.
You killed less like your hero. You killed more like than your murderer. confusion. And he kind of lifts himself back up. And he's still scanning the room, and then his eyes fall on Ashrin, I'm assuming.
Well, as you're doing that, you see a hobbit hops off as a halfling. He hops off the bar stool. He walks over. He was listening from the bar. You spoke of killing a man. You killed no man. You killed 3 trees. 3 trees was the most despicable and victimable and whatever the words you should be saying about one. He was vicious and nasty. He once kicked me right in me jewels for no reason other than I was just walking along the street and he said I was a little man. There is no one here that will mourn for him. They all celebrate you.
Thank you.
Well done, ogre! He punches you in the shin. You barely feels like a tap. Another ale on me. He wanders back over to the bar.
One of you take that.
And Millie just kind of downs it real quick.
His eyes are now very much focused on Ashrin, and he's going to try and push through.
All right,
Ashrin.
You push through, and you see Ashrin. She sits at the table. Her eyes are dilated. She looks a bit befuddled. Yes.
He's going to grab the mug and put it on the table and kind of just hold her by the shoulders and looking over at Lilith and Millie in not an angry, just a disappointed.
And Ashrin, are you feeling alright?
But I'm feeling better than I felt in a long time, and it's so good to see. Your muscles are so big. She reaches out, she grabs one of your biceps.
He stands up straight, like right away, holding her by the shoulders and just.
Ashrin, a big thing of water, please.
Osler, he winks at you, and in seconds, he's back over with a giant carafe of water, and he sets it right in front of Ashrin. As he does so, Ashrin looks at it. What do I need this for? I don't. Could I have some more of that? What Millie was giving me? It was so good. What Millie gave me.
Ashrin, you've had enough for tonight.
Enough of what? I don't think I've had enough of what Millie gave me, but perhaps enough of. I'd like some more of him. She points over. All right, so let's go to you, Lilith. You're sitting at the table with this gentleman who stepped up to it. He looks over at you. Well, hello. You are quite the wild-looking one.
I guess after everything that has happened since, Lilith will just get up and she'll just look at him and she'll be like, "That's time to have it," and then she'll walk away.
I will be here anytime you wish. And as you turn and walk away, you feel his eyes staring into you as you walk away, and you know what part he's looking at. As you walk away, you feel that.
If I know that he's looking in that area.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You saw, even as you turned, he was staring you down,
Lilith will turn on her heel and walk towards him and looking him dead in the eye.
You see he breaks out with a smile.
Yeah, because he thinks that I'm coming back.
I knew you would come back.
Pockets, and she'll drop some teeth on the table and then and then look at him.
He looks down at the teeth. Oh, and that one. What? Why? You see, he staggers back from the table. I want nothing to do with you. He kind of wanders back toward the back of the inn without further bothering of you.
As he walks away, she's like, I know where to find you. Okay.
No, it's not necessary. No, it's fine. Enjoy your friends. He walks away.
And she'll kind of turn on her heel and like pick up her teeth and like put them back in her pocket, and then walk back over to Ashen.
All right, you walk over, you see Ashrin, she's pushing away a mug of water in front of her.
And she'll kind of come up to Ashen and fix the dress that she had ripped off previously. That's on her head, and she'll kind of adjust it a little bit. Ashen dear, I think it's probably in your best interest to have some of this water. If you don't do it now, you're gonna be really sorry tomorrow morning.
But then, why did you give me the rum in the first place? You wanted me to enjoy it, right?
Yes, enjoy and drink water. Ask Millie, she knows.
Oh, am I, because I was at the door with Brim and Shorewin.
Yeah, so you tell me what you've done, yes.
Well, I would just, Brim went across the bar, so I guess I'm still standing here with Shorewin.
All right, so
Shorewin's just kind of taking in everything that's happening at this point, and begins to move towards the bar.
So we have the question on the stream, what has it got in its pockets? All right, so Shorewin, you move toward the bar. You see that halfling, which had originally given sort of the encouragement to Brim, if you want to call it that. He steps back toward the bar, and Lilith, you are right beside.
He is trying to encourage Ashen to drink
Right. As you do this, there is a good sort of tenor. I keep hitting the wrong button. Good set of tenor inside the room. The bard continues to play. Teeth rattle on the table. Ostler continues to flow drinks. Ashrin, she begins to drink the water, but she's swaying back and forth, and then you see she kind of lolls back in her chair.
I'm still there behind her.
Yeah, Lilith will look at Brim. Give me a hand bringing her into her room.
If you'd like to open the door, I think I've got her.
Oh. And she'll kind of like, because she knows that like disappointed like Brim look that she got, she'll kind of like look at him just be like.
We'll talk about that later.
So as you're discussing this, the door opens to the inn. There's a chill blast of the late autumn air, and a little boy walks in. He looks like he's perhaps 6 or 7 winters. He's got dark brown hair, and he's holding something in his hand. He looks around the room.
I'm going to go towards this child.
As you step toward him, he walks toward you, and so we have both Millie and Lilith within close proximity. So here's the little boy right here. You can see it on your screen. And so we have Millie here, we have Lilith here, the rest of the folks around the table. Shorewin, little boy walks up.
I was told to look for the pretty girl, but
He looks at Millie, and then he looks at Lilith.
well, but you're both so pretty.
It probably was you. Then he looks back at Millie.
Millie's gonna kneel down to get to his eye level.
He kind of shrinks back.
It's okay, dear.
Please don't hurt me. I don't mean what. I was giving only the message I was told to give.
And what message is that, dear?
He holds up his hand, and he opens it up, and you see a finger in his hand. It looks like a left hand pinky finger, severed, short, gnomish. Who was it that called it Lord Forth? Is it more Gimbal? Wow, well called, sir. He holds up this finger.
I don't know what this is about, but they said it was a mean, a scary-looking woman. Oh, she was quite pretty too, but she had evil eyes. I think I was so scared. She said, "Meet her outside the moat house. Bring what she wants, and you will have your friend back. Or she said,
He kind of scratches his head.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be
It's all
disrespectful.
right, dear. Don't worry.
It was I think she said, if you didn't, something about pieces of him, or pieces of him if you didn't, or more pieces, or something. Don't be mad at me, please.
He kind
I'm not
of
mad
steps
at you,
back.
dear child. You cannot help the message that you were tasked to send. I appreciate you bringing this to me.
Are you okay?
So all of you, you've turned. There are several patrons in the inn. Their eyes have turned. Even Ashrin, she seems to have sobered up instantly as she looks at this. I mean, not totally sober.
What? That's more ports of Gimbal.
Are you okay? She didn't harm you, did she?
No, but she said she would turn me into a toad if I didn't bring this to you. So I don't want to be a toad. They're nasty little creatures, and I'm praying I won't become one. Do you think she'll do it to me anyway?
No, I think you did exactly what you were asked to do. Now, run home. Quick. Don't stay out late. It's not safe. All right?
And Lilith will kind of reach her hand out to take the finger from him.
All right, you pull it out of his hand, and it is in fact a pinky finger of a gnome. Looks like off the left hand. Without forensic identification, you're pretty confident this is Gimbal's left pinky in your hand. And the little boy, he steps away.
I'm sorry, but good luck to you, and I don't wish to bring bad news, but I'll just be going now, and I'm thankful to you.
And he scampers out the door.
Be safe. Don't talk to strange people anymore.
They can't put a finger on how to get people back.
There is better ones up too.
Oh, okay, let me look up.
Perhaps they know
Kimball isn't cut out for
I
this.
pulled his finger.
All right. And we have a giveaway coming in a little bit. Not yet, because it's not Vivi's early night. Yay. So we have this Blue Box shirt as a giveaway, or if you already have a Blue Box shirt, you can have a Blue Box mug. So that's for the giveaway tonight. Type !giveaway. The boy scampers out the door. There's a more subdued tone in the inn. There's still a celebration over all the ale and the mugs and all that's been given, but now the table, including Brim's shadow looming over it, stand inside the welcome wench.
Millie's gonna turn to Lilith and she's going to say, now she's using children to do her dirty work.
I guess he was right anyway. We did get another message.
Yes, but you don't threaten children. I swear every fiber of my being wants to tear the pretty little hairs from her head.
Ashrin sways back and forth, holding her rum.
Well, she is quite.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I was just trying to get her to relax a little. She had a bit of a rough day.
I
I
feel.
didn't
fine.
quite realize that it would be this bad.
I feel very relaxed. Sorwin. Oh, are you feeling all right?
Ashton,
You still have a good eye. You're a handsome man.
I'll be fine. And he takes a seat at the bar and motions for the mead.
Lilith will turn to Millie. Where was it that he told us to meet? Note?
Note house?
Do you know where that is?
No idea, but
And does she
perhaps
mean now?
time was not given specifically.
So I'm sorry. Make sure you're clear. He said moat house.
Moat house.
Motel.
Which you definitely know where that is. Yeah,
yes.
I clearly knew I did not give you clear. Yeah, because there's no way. Yes, exactly.
All right. Sorry, misheard.
No, probably misspoke on my part. Not your fault.
Yes. I mean, it is getting late, and I do not wish to rush out after everything that happened today. It could.
First thing in the morning, then.
Yes, I am trying to practice some of the patience that Shulwin encouraged last night. I am trying to be more mindful. Yes.
Speaking to the video.
Lilith will kind of gesture towards her flask.
And Millie will hand her the flask.
Ashrin leans over.
Could I have another, please?
No, dear.
What?
As she kind of like brings her hand
But
out.
we're
she just,
such
like,
good
puts her
friends. We're such good friends now. Oh, Lilith, I saw you speak to him.
She kind of points at the man who's now retreated to the back of the tavern.
Is he alone?
I think so.
Do you think I should talk to him?
Ashrin.
Do you want to?
I'd rather be with Shorewin, but Shorewin doesn't seem to want to talk to me.
Oh, wait, where's Sherwin at this
He's at the bar.
He's at the bar. He's at the bar.
Can he hear her or no?
Yeah, actually, Shorewin, you hear your name. You look over, you see Ashrin talking to Lilith.
And like she'll like kind of like look around Ashton to like look at Shorewin and be like,
And Shorewin turns back to his mead.
perhaps maybe in the morning we'll talk to him.
That seems advisable, I do think. I don't suggest Ashwin be talking to many people outside of our group right now in the state that she is in.
I feel so talkative. I feel like I could talk to anyone.
I bet really, you do, dear.
I feel friendly right now. I just.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of she stands up. She sways a little bit. She
Why
slides.
don't you sit back down?
I'm still holding on to her.
All right, she kind of takes a step towards Shorewin, but Brim, you've got your hand on her, and you feel she's kind of pulling on it. But it's like a gnat pulling against a storm.
Looking at Milith.
I think I'm going to take her upstairs to go to bed.
That's, I think, a very good idea.
We're confusing our viewers.
Her capacity was not quite.
We're confusing our viewers so badly. They don't know who Milith is. So let's. There is no actual player Milith or PC Milith. Milith is a concatenation of two names. So Evelyn and Lilith, or Evelyn and Vivi, would you like to tell us what Milith is?
We're best friends, and it is our names pushed together because Millie and Lilith forever makes Milith.
Trollop was blocked? No, we can't block Trollop. That's
I unblocked.
I know. Thank you so much. No, I'm surprised.
Allowed. There were some things that I blocked earlier. That
I saw that. Yes, I saw those earlier. I think that was well played. Just like looking at the sequence of what was posted. But Trollop is certainly allowable. Thank you. They call me Tim. Although we have not killed anyone today, much to my disappointment. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Shorewin, you still feel a sense of.
Steve.
Oh, okay. No, Steve, we'll allow that. That's fine. There's a watering coming out of your left eye now, and you start to feel slightly disoriented.
I put my Shoram puts his hand up to his eye, just to cover it, wipe away some of the water that's coming from it. Does this disorientation feel magical or in any sense, or does it just feel as if from losing part of my ability to balance from losing my sight?
Great question. And yes, the former. There's something more than just having lost sight. You still feel a sense of something pulling at you, something arcane, and you've lost sight in that eye, but you still feel a sense of dizziness beyond that. And then, as you think about this, Winston flashes through your mind, and he's in the stable, but you can almost see his head tilting up and looking to the side, some sort of connection with you. And then the vertigo is overwhelming. You all see Sherwin, he staggers and falls to his knees in the middle of the inn.
Running that way.
Yep, Lilith will run as
Immediately.
well.
Sherwin, are you alright?
Something is there. I don't know what the wizard did exactly, but there's a feeling of magic. There's a feeling as if something is still. I don't know what it is. I saw Shorewin. I'm not, of course. I saw Winston. We need to check on Winston.
Of course, yes. And I'm gonna hold a hand out to try to help him back to his feet.
Sherwin, have you had anything to eat today?
I don't think I have.
And Lilith will gesture to get him something to eat and some water instead. Perhaps meat isn't the way to go right now.
Ostler bustles over. Oh, of course. Here, lamb chop and fresh herbs. These potatoes boiled freshly this evening. Here, eat these, Cavalier. He kind of helps you up into the stool.
What did you say about Winston, Sherwin?
It's as if I can feel him. He needs to be checked on.
Where is he? Did you guys stable him already?
Yes.
Lilith will head up. Where's Brim? Brim's holding Ash.
He was taking Asher into her room.
Right.
Would Brim heard this interaction and everything?
Roll d20 for me, please.
Okay. I have a -2, just FYI.
I know what your perception is.
Advantage?
Oh, did you roll good?
Did you roll that 20?
I rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
Okay. What interesting time to roll that. So, Brim, as you're, holding the lithe form of Ashrin, you're kind of carrying her up toward the steps. As you're doing this, she's leaning over and she keeps rubbing your bicep. You're so Mr. Brim. You're the biggest man I've ever seen. How are you? And as she's starting to say something, you kind of have a guess what she's about to say, but you're distracted as you hear this comment coming by the bar.
Friend, as much as I love this conversation, you're going to be much happier in a second.
And he's going to kind of pick her up, arm's length, making sure she is not touching my biceps anymore. Like a child walking through the bar, will sit her on the stool next to Shorewin.
I'm sorry.
And he will turn and move towards the stables.
All right. So you said, Shorewin, you see Ashrin unceremoniously dumped on a stool next to you, and Brim turns and moves out the front door. And Ashrin, she's kind of like grasping toward Brim as he walks away.
Water.
Oslo, water for...
Until she sees you, Shorewin.
Yep.
She turns her eyes towards you. Ostler, he bustles over. Oh, yes. What can I do for you, Millie?
Lots of water for Ashrin. She can't really handle her drink very well. I'm trying to say this as quietly as possible, with trying not to.
Well, so Ashrin is completely oblivious. She's utterly focused on Shorewin, and you see Ostler. He winks a wrinkled face and deep white brow, and I have just the thing for this. And he goes beneath the bar and he pours water, and you see him mix something else into a concoction as that happens. Before we go back to Brim, rest of the party in the...
Oh, I was going to the stables as well.
All right, so you're going with Brim? All right.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go to the two of you. You step outside, and as that's happening, anything else for Shorewin or Millie?
I was going to say, as soon as that drink is ready, Millie's going to stick it in Ashran's hands, and she's going to lift Ashran because she is strong enough to do this.
Right.
And I'm going to carry her up to her room with her cup in her hands.
All right, so
Millie is so strong.
In fact, I am.
you put the cup in her hands. You lift her up. You just feel her trembling and swaying. Oh, thank you so much, Ancient Gamer, man. You are incredible. Thank you to all of our viewers tonight. You guys have been incredible. So she sways back and forth.
Oh, is this another cup of your rum, Millie? Oh, I love this so much.
Exactly what you need right now, dear.
She holds it close to her hands, but then you see she looks down.
You're so strong.
She reaches over, she grabs your arm, she feels your bicep.
I've never seen a woman so strong. Perhaps you would come to my room and we could talk about it.
I will come with you to your room and you will sleep because I don't think right now you're in the best state of mind for making these sorts of decisions, dear.
That's exactly what Bennett just said. She's drunk and not in the best state to make these decisions. Oh, that's crazy. Absolutely perfect. All right, so now we go. Brim, Shorewin, you went outside, right, as well?
Me and Brim.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
I'm eating the food that's in front of me.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So you all step out. You walk around to the stables, and you hear the sounds of the horses. There's a neighing and a whinnying happening inside the stables.
Lilith will run to Winston right away.
I'm gonna pull my greatsword and smell the air as I move forward.
All right. Roll D20 for me, please.
Both of us?
Advantage.
Yes, both of you.
Okay, add advantage as well.
16.
16, okay.
Hang on 1 second. What did you say, sir? Just roll the d20?
Yeah, roll D20 at
11.
advantage. Give me your base roll. Okay, so we 16 for you, 11 for you, and I've got your bonuses here. Hang on, let me double check.
Negatives.
Yeah, your negatives, your bonuses. Lilith, I have you at a plus 4 perception. Is that right, or has that gone up?
Perception. Here. 6 plus 6.
Okay, so it's gone up to 6. All right, got it.
Yeah.
Lilith, as you and Brim go rushing toward the stables, again, you hear the loud neighing of the horses. You hear what you know to be Winston slam up against his stable doors, and there's a dark cloaked figure standing in front of them.
Do I recognize this figure or no?
All you can see is a cloak, but it looks like it's close to 7 feet tall and very slender.
Does it smell?
Brim, you smell the sickly, sweet, necrotic scent. And as you get closer, the creature turns around and you see the paling standing in front of Winston's gate. He has one hand on Winston's throat. His sickly, pallid flesh and glowing eyes.
I tire of trifling with you. This is where you end.
And he begins to squeeze Winston's throat.
No.
And we're going to stop there for tonight.
No!
What?
Why?
No! Why?
Why?
much to
He just wants Winston to die.
Oh my
You know how many people
gosh.
are gonna come after you if you
I told you, I'm coming to Nashville hopefully.
And I live here, so
And
I know how to drive a car.
If they, yeah.
Lilith disappears from her screen and then like appears at John's house.
it's okay. I have a game on Sunday. So.
Oh
John
my
will be
gosh!
missing an
The
ear
players
and a pinky
turn on the
finger
DM
next
so
second.
hard. Look, we're almost at the end of the night. We got to have our stream MVP. We got to do our giveaway. We're getting close to time. We want to raid Will, and it made sense. And yes, it is. We'll see what happens. But this paling that you see on the screen has his hand. Winston, you saw his head. And it was odd because a horse is so powerful. But as you approached, you saw his body shaking, and yet this paling had the strength to hold that head in place, claws digging into his neck. Winston's eyes were wide with fear, neighing out in pain and shrieking horrible horse sounds. And that's where we stop. Sorry, go ahead,
Can
Charlie.
I ask 2 questions?
Yes, you can.
First is, would we be able to hear this inside the inn?
Unlikely, but I'll let you, because you're inside, there's all kinds of sounds of music, but I'll let you go ahead and both roll. Roll.
Let me ask my second question first.
All right.
I had a feeling of Winston throwing his head up. Did I get any further feelings when the paling took hold of Winston?
You felt, there is something through the connection, you felt terror in your companion.
I'm not,
your
if it's
eye,
okay.
your blind eye flared with burning pain.
Okay, so I can roll, but the roll is less important to me right now.
I'm rolling at advantage for Millie here.
Okay, go ahead.
And I'm just doing regular roll.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Okay.
That's a natural 5, but I felt something, so that's all I care about.
All right, so yes.
had a feeling.
Millie, you were close to the door. You heard the shriek of Winston in the stables, unlike any equine sound or equestrian sound you've ever heard from him before. And Shorewin, your head pivoted over, and we're going to stop there for tonight. Okay.
Okay.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
DM, what's your address?
I've
Third
got
eye
it.
blind is right,
I
Tim.
have it as well.
This is not the time for
We
me to
just
give
wanna
him my
send you
address, I
something
know.
special.
Yeah,
Hey.
we just wanted to send you like a gift.
Oh, yeah, sure you did.
I'm gonna have to get a
Hey, thank you all of our viewers. Thank you all of our new followers, all of our subs. You've been so great tonight. We are so appreciative here. If you haven't followed us yet, or if you're a follower and you haven't subbed, we have one question for you. What are you doing? Give us a follow here at Blue Box. We are fast growing and so appreciative. All right, so type ! giveaway tonight, and you are eligible for either one of these brand new, beautiful Blue Box shirts, black with that gorgeous white logo on them. I don't know of any shirt that's cooler than these in all of D&D. These things are awesome. Or if you already have one, because you're a regular viewer, you can get one of these mugs. And if you already have both of those, because you're a regular viewer, I'll do something extra special for you. All right, now it is time for Stream MVP. Please don't leave us. Not only the giveaway, but you need to vote. These players have a chance to get 500 extra experience points if you vote them as Stream MVP. So, we're going to start with you. Now, the poll won't pop up until all of them have gone. So we'll have all 4 of them go, and we still miss Gimbal. God willing, he'll be back soon. We'll see. He's lost an ear. He's lost a finger. We'll see what else he loses. We're going to start with you, Shorewin. Why should you be Stream MVP?
Well, tonight was a bit rough for Shorewin. First, he had to make a decision. And he chose to give up his own eye so that Winston may keep both of his. And then, he had the beginnings of a bromance with Brim. A chance to explain to Brim that he's not as perfect as his shiny exterior appears to be. And
Which
now,
was
he's
so
really ticked
well
off
done.
and just wants to get out the bar, but apparently we're at a cliffhanger.
Well done. I thought the Brim RP was fantastic, and the sacrifice of an eye on behalf of your steed. What a cavalier thing to do. Well, no, cavalier, not cavalier. Yeah, you know that, not the adjective, the noun. So, all right, so fantastic. Lilith, why should you be Stream MVP?
Lilith should have Stream MVP for Burning Burn, saying that we went there and you didn't, so enough of your sass. Not punching him in the face, despite many eye rolls, including eye rolls for Burn and Ashran eye rolls. So eye rolls times a million this entire episode made.
Your eye rolls were on fleek tonight. They were crazy everywhere.
Getting one step closer to befriending a magic carpet. I'm coming for you. Really, really close. A carpet that had flew me across the room in past. Helping convince Brim to come into the city and using him as a jump with him. Deterring the bar guy with my funny teeth. I was actually trying to get him to talk to Ashran, but then you guys came and like wanted to put her to bed and stuff, so like whatever.
Well, and yeah, you showed up with this wild-haired beauty, sort of tousled locks and wilderness air. Like you really you drew him. So sorry.
It's okay, and I also drew him away as well. So
but they called me. Tim said the ever mysterious Tim said the teeth were cool. Yeah, that was a nice play. Yeah. Dropping the teeth on the table. That he was done. Yeah.
I'm in.
It's perfect. And I think that's it. And just coming to Winston's aid. Hopefully she can do something.
All right, Brim, why should you be Stream MVP?
Type
exclamation point giveaway.
Brim should be Stream MVP because he was trying to be the most liaison as possible for the party with Burns. There was a bit of a
why do you keep pluralizing?
It's
Burn. It's Burn. It's not Burns. It's just Burn.
Yes, Burns. I always think of The Simpsons. I
want that. No.
It's yes. Under my tower. But yeah, freak. Train of thought. That bromance that he was able to start with Shorewin, being able to grow a bit more closer and more open-minded and understanding about what he's going through, and then trying to be the responsible one and get Ashran to bed and
get her to bed.
Yeah, that's about all I got.
All right, well done. Great job, Brim. All right, Millie.
Hey, first of all, I showed Josh and Vivi this over the break, but I was so dedicated to the being silenced bit that I prepared my character introduction in note cards so I could do it completely silent.
I should have kept you muted longer. He let you off pretty early. I should have kept it on longer.
Well, I was dedicated to the bit. I came prepared. But, I think, first of all, the roleplay with Bird at the beginning and struggling between being polite and being ready to kick him in his teeth. Because... the whole roleplay during that scene, following things that tied to her backstory, and just figuring out that internal struggle with her getting that to that point. I would say then when Millie noticed that Brim really wanted to talk to Shorewin and totally wingman for him and got Ashran away so that he could talk to Shorewin alone because Ashran wasn't about to have it, so Millie was just like, yes, dear, come with me.
That was the greatest sacrifice. Thank you, guys. You're welcome.
And then, realizing that Ashran really had a rough day and she wanted to, let loose a little bit. She just didn't realize how loose she was going to let. And just kind of consistently, this is the second time actually that she's interacted with a child and showed a very different side of herself, and there's that strong connection to children that she has, that she does not like people hurting them. So yes, that is yes. Millie
Well
for
done.
MVP.
Hey, well done. And I know I always ask for applause for the viewers, but I want to applaud the players. Great job tonight. You know, again, I like combat. It just didn't happen tonight. Like the way you guys played it, and I always want to follow the players and what you did. And there was no combat to have, but there was such great role play. And Carlos from Castle Entertainment has been on most of the night tonight. I haven't shouted him out yet, and I should. If you have not checked out Carlos, Castle Entertainment, they're in our chat. What a fantastic group. He has modules. I just got his latest one this week. His Patreon, however you say it. Him and, stop laughing at me, Josh. I'll pimp slap you from here. So Anna B. Meyer and Carlos of Castle Entertainment, you need to be on those Patreons. They are incredible. I ran a one-shot of Lost Dog, which was Carlos module during virtual Greyhawk Con. It was so much fun. I actually bought like a ridiculous amount of sewer stuff from Dwarven Forge to run that campaign, and it looked really, really cool. Also, if you're looking at the screen right now, you're seeing all the stuff I had prepared for the players they never got to. I had all kinds of areas and things to happen, but that's D&D. I don't want my miniature setups here, my terrain, to railroad the players. So they decide where they want to go, and if they don't go to all those places, they don't get to all those places, and I'm just ready. All right.
For everyone, the poll is up now, so
The poll is up. Vote for Stream MVP. And we're going to do the giveaway. Right now, the early lead, it's tied between Shorewin and Brim. Lilith and Millie tied for second place. Shorewin, 7-6 lead. All right, so we're going to do our giveaway, and we're going to do the 4 rolls for either a shirt, a Blue Box shirt, or for a mug. And you know how we do this here. We're going to roll 4 times, and then each of our players will take one of the viewers as your roller. All right, so first one is Castle Entertainment. Oh my gosh, crazy. Now, so you've got him, Shorewin, but he's not a sub. He's a follower, so he gets 1
He's
die.
a sub. He has a flask next to his name.
Oh, he does have a flask.
But I'm looking at why does
I
it do
see a
this?
flask in it. It's red. It is a red flask.
All right. So I'm going to show you what I see here.
5-month subscriber.
What the heck? I don't. Okay, so let me show you what I see, because I've said this a few times. I want you guys to see this too. I don't know why this happens. And let's go monitor. There. All right. So you see what I see, and I believe it. But I see a follower since June 24th, 2020, longtime follower.
Right.
I don't see the sub icon. So we'll do the second one. So I'm going to say roll it again. You guys can watch this happen. See, I should do this more often. It's easier to see. So the second one is Roger, who just won this last weekend. You're in the giveaway. Roger goes to Vivi.
Oh.
Vivi.
So, John, Lord
Yes.
Gasumba says it doesn't refresh on Nightbot.
Yeah.
Refresh until when?
A just said it doesn't. If it
Ever?
happens in the stream, if it happened during the stream, it doesn't refresh. on
Oh,
Nightbot.
so he might have subbed tonight? Oh, that probably did happen.
Resubbed, yeah.
That makes
I think
sense.
it did.
Okay, all right. So
Also, just a note, Shorewin did just win Stream MVP. Congratulations,
let's go,
Shorewin.
Shorewin! Look, I think if you give up an eye, I can't imagine a better thing to do to win Stream MVP. So let's give Shorewin a hand. Well done, sir. Shorewin is our Stream MVP. All right. So we have so far Roger. We have Carlos. And our third, Penhet. Oh, what a great, he was so active tonight in chat.
Yes.
Yeah, so Penhet goes to you, Brim.
Oh, Penhet.
Josh, you've got
Not
Penhet?
a subscriber.
I think just a follower.
Just a follower is what I'm seeing
Cool,
here.
cool.
You see it on the
Got it.
screen. Now, if you sub while we're talking, you'll get 2 dice on the roll. But just so
Pinhead
you
is
know.
a new follower as of
Yeah, I
today.
know, like
So,
just brand
welcome.
new. No, thank you so much, Penhet. And then fourth is Ancient Gamer, Canadian Ancient Gamer. And man, he just such a great follower of the show. So helpful
Awesome.
to us. Good luck to all of our viewers, and again, congrats, Shorewin. So let's start with you. Shorewin, tell us who you're rolling for, and they're a sub, so roll 2d20.
Yes, I am rolling for Castle Entertainment, where you can get all your entertainment needs met.
In the castle.
Oh, I rolled 15.
15. 15 and 15, that's a strong roll. All right, Carlos with a 15. Now we're going to go to Millie.
Okay, so I am rolling for Canadian Ancient Gamer.
Okay.
16.
A 16!
Oh, stinky poo.
Ancient Gamer takes the lead.
Whoa, that's very aggressive, Terry.
Terry, you cotton-headed ninny muggin.
I tried, Castle. I tried.
Good to see you, Lexfire, Set Monkey. You've been on all night tonight. Thank you so much. Mousetrapped, with Honeybee, like one of our newest followers. She's been so great. We're really glad to have you on tonight. All right, so now let's go to Vivi.
I am rolling for Roger. I have my big one. My
Ooh.
big 20 and my metal one, so we'll see what happens. 12 on the first one. And 12 on the second one.
Okay, so Ancient Gamer is still in the lead. And last but not least, we go to Josh, aka Brim.
With Pen Hat. Here we go.
Pen het.
The one die. Here we go.
Het of pen.
That's a 10. I'm sorry, Pen.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Canadian Ancient Gamer!
Perfect time to come back from the bathroom.
Congrats so much. Well done. Canadian, I think Derek, I've got your name right. I might be right on that. I might be wrong. I can't remember. But send me your mailing information. We're going to get that out to you. So tell us on stream, do you want the shirt? This gorgeous blue box black shirt with the logo on it? Or do you want the blue box mug? And tell us what you want, and then send me the information for your mailing address, and we will get that out to you this week. And I'm gonna get ready for. Oh no, you're Steve Bloodwild. You're not Derek.
Yeah, you're Steve.
Congrats. Yes. All right, we're waiting, and then while he's doing that, we're gonna get our raid ready. We have a minute or two here for player questions. So.
Yes.
Shirt. He said a shirt.
Oh, he said a shirt. Okay,
Shirt, yeah.
Ancient Gamer shirt. No problem. Send me your mailing address. Now, for the players, do you have any questions about tonight's stream? Or also for our viewers, if you have any questions for the players, little fireside chat time here while we get ready for the raid. Go ahead, Millie.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why do you hate Winston?
Oh, I don't hate Winston. I love Winston. I have a whole thing built up for Winston. I've got his artwork done. But guess what villains do?
They play patty cake with one arm.
They decide that the life of evil is not the life of evil.
And they become a
They go to
barista.
rehabilitation.
All right.
He's making lattes now,
And they
y'all.
make lattes with little hearts in them.
Yeah.
Last time I asked
This
you
brings me
guys
joy.
that question. They prey upon weaknesses. They identify areas that are important to you. You know, they learn what matters to you, and they prey upon that.
Do you know what matters to me the most?
John.
No.
Ash.
Me too. Ashton's the most important being in the world.
I love her so much.
Oh man.
Like,
And they are
so
not
much.
easily fooled. You don't trick them with what you say matters most to you. That was so mean. I can't believe you said that.
She made a snarky remark at me.
All right, I don't see Wicked Studios up yet. Are they up yet? Oh, but we're at 125 subs now. 714 followers. 9 more subs tonight. 125 subs for this
so
channel.
awesome.
Barely over a year old. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Our viewers are the best. All right, so for the
Mad
raid.
chatters.
Yes, the mad chatters are mad.
That would
Make sure to join the Discord because there's a lot of discordant things happening.
Discordant.
wow.
Wicked is up. Okay, let me try again.
Discussions, yeah.
I don't know why that never pops up. Wicked.
John, that's
Yeah.
like 600 $5 for that many subs. That's a lot of $5 footlongs.
Oh, $5 foot.
$5 footlongs.
Well, I promise you,
Yeah.
I calculated what I've spent on this room and this tech
Yeah,
and
that's
these
a big
things,
number.
and it'll take me a couple of years with all of that to even begin to make. But I don't care. That's not why I do
John,
this.
John.
I do this to sever ears. I
John,
do this.
Ignorance is bliss. I'm just
Yeah.
going to tell you right now. I don't count how many paints I have upstairs because ignorance is bliss.
That's well said. Well said. All right, so we're rating Will at Wicked Studios. Again, thank you all of our viewers. Thank you all of our players. So you can join us tomorrow night. We'll be on for Lore Masters Arcanum. We're going to have a fun show tomorrow night, quick 1 hour show. And then Sunday, our Rune Lord stream. Which is part of the Pathfinder world. That's actually growing really quickly. We had our best weekend ever on Sunday. So all the streams are growing, and then we'll be back right here next Tuesday night at 5 o'clock Central Time for our great Greyhawk Awakening crew. Thank you to all of our players. Thank you to all our viewers. And, sorry, go ahead, Brim. You want to say something? Oh, no.
He's like, what?
Stay tuned next week.
Stay tuned next week to see.
Did you want me to show that DCG thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So,
Please. Okay, wait.
Dragon
Oh,
Crafting Guild-
a surprise for all of you who stayed a bit long. You need to see this.
Okay, so Dragon Crafting Guild, we were talking, and he made me a dice tray that is very true to my Beholder Queen status. And look at it.
Whoa.
It is a Beholder dice tray, custom made, coming, and we're going to have those to give away very soon. So you're going to want to be on that when we give that away, and congratulations, Vivi.
Amazing. That's the first thing he's ever sculpted, just an FYI. So, like,
First time ever.
FYI.
FYI.
And I think the raid just happened.
Yeah.